Whoa.
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 Oh, wait, we gotta see
Whoa.
if I'm still a mod.
Hi, chat.
Hold on.
True. Time to become a
Let's
mod.
go.
Are you still a mod?
I'm still a mod.
They'll look at you being a mod. So, hey everybody, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I don't think I've said Monday before, actually, now that I've given it some thought. But hey, welcome in. Welcome to the first episode of The Echoing Isles, which you can see on this wonderful screen I have put together here for us. I made a whole fucking backdrop just for this. I'm very happy with it.
Clean.
Right. So with that in mind, welcome in everybody. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. We're gonna get through a couple of like housekeeping announcement things. If you enjoy watching the shenanigans that these three are going to get into today and you want to participate in one of your own, you can scan that QR code directly under me that has the cool animation that y'all just saw. And that'll take you to my website. You can sign up on there. If you know somebody else who's interested, send them the link as well, because that helps me a lot. Let's go ahead and shout out the people who are participating in this wonderful endeavor. We'll start left to right. So Anna is here. Hi, Anna.
Hi. I'm simply a banana on the internet. And I exist places sometimes.
Is this your?
And I will be playing an elf rogue thief, specifically a panty thief. Her name is Liari Morthana, and her stats are disgusting, so all the panties will be mine. Thank you.
Is this your first non-banana persona?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I've never seen you use another Fuji without it being a banana in some regard.
I can't believe you've forgotten my son, Philip Doomer.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I am shamed.
The boy.
I am shamed.
Of all time. The baby boy.
I am shamed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Philip, best boy.
But yes, this is definitely a very humanoid-looking creature that I typically am not. So, you know.
Fair enough.
Next
person.
Potassium int.
Potassium.
Next person.
Next person. No. Shy's also here. Hi, Shy.
Hi.
What's your character's name? Tell me about your character.
Okay, so hi, I'm Shy. My character's name is Madelagarda Fleetwood, but you must call her Mads. She does not like her name. And she is a criminal. And she is she is madly in love with a goddess that she knows very little about. And is trying her very best to be good, but she is not a very good person.
I like it.
Yeah.
That is the correct. I gotta wait a minute. It's fine. We'll do it later. The last player of today and the future 4 Mondays sessions. Well, future 3, future 4, whatever. Schnack.
Hi.
Schnack.
I'm Snackibish or Sunny. My character's name is Reno, aka Pyrie or Reno. She is a silly druid. What's the name of my race again? A lot. I always fuck up how to pronounce it.
You're doing great.
Eladrin? Eladrin.
Oh yeah, it's Eladrin. That's
Eladrin. I don't know. Yeah. Eladrin sounds right. Yeah. And she's kind of dumb. But she's really strong, kind of. Like she's got really good survival instincts, but she is mad dumb with a stacked intelligence of 5.
You're doing.
So she does not understand shit about anything that is outside of the bubble of nature. Humans are confusing.
Honestly, they really are, though.
But their fruit is tasty.
Huh?
Uh...
Wait, I forgot I wasn't a banana anymore. I was like, oh. This is going well.
Okay. With all that out of the way, guys, to give you an overview of how we're going to be running the sessions, is we'll be running it for a couple hours. We'll take a break somewhere in the middle, wherever it makes sense. Just, bathroom, refill of water, all that stuff. And then we'll do another, give or take, about 2 hours, depending on how the story is progressing and when is a good time to leave it on a wonderful cliffhanger, because I know you guys are excited to be on cliffhangers.
Yippee.
Yippee! That being
Yay!
said, we could probably get right into it. I've heard sounds, but I don't know where they are, and I can't live.
Like
But I'm gonna
sounds
look anyway.
specifically in your ears or what?
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sam. I was like, I heard a sound, but no one else heard the sound because it's only for me, I think.
Tip.
Okay. So, is everybody ready?
Meg says they heard nothing.
I'm ready, Mr. DM.
Yeah.
Ready. I rolled to steal your panties.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. First roll. Roll me just a d20. Do you remember how to roll a d20?
I mean, can I
We're
just
gonna-
do slash roll?
You can. There's also a nice little d20 button in the bottom right you can click on.
Oh, yeah, there's buttons.
Yeah. You roll a 9, you
9
fail.
plus charisma modifier.
You got 13. Fail.
Yippee. Okay.
But good attempt, though. It's got to be a nat
do I
20
need?
or nothing.
What? Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Oh,
So, guys,
sorry, I finally figured it out.
I'm so proud of you. You can take a zoom out of the map to see all the places that will come up, but legend whispers that the Echoing Isles were born from a colossal event known as the Shattering. Tales speak of a time when the islands were once part of a great mountain called Skyreach Summit, which touched the heavens themselves. An ancient conflict unleashed magical energies so powerful that the mountain fractured, its pieces scattering into the sea to become the islands seen today. While the true history of what really happened has faded into myth, the story endures in songs and stories passed down through generations of descendants. Dense tropical jungles blanket many of the islands throughout the Broken Tide. Their foliage a mosaic of greens, punctuated by bursts of colors from exotic flowers. Towering palms sway gently alongside ancient oaks, draped with hanging moss. Unique plants with luminescent leaves and iridescent petals adorn the landscape, and brightly colored birds flit between the trees, their calls echoing across the canopy. The people of the Echoing Isles are diverse and vibrant, just as diverse and vibrant as the lands they call home. Living in harmony with the sea, they have become masterful sailors, fishermen. Their ships a common sight when navigating the intricate waterways between the islands. There are 3 major cities that serve as cultural and economic hubs in the archipelago. We have Silversong, which is nestled along a broad bay. Silversong is famed for its bustling ports and the melodic music that fills its streets. The people here are artisans and traders, known for their creativity and welcoming nature. Quillhaven, which is perched atop gentle hills overlooking the sea. Quillhaven is the center of learning and scholarship in the archipelago, and its libraries attract academia and scholars from all over. Lastly, we have Stoneyard, which stands strong amid a rocky island. It's a city of warriors and tacticians where its people value discipline and honor, dedicating themselves to the mastery of combat and defense. These 3 islands are united by a shared respect for the land and the sea. Their culture is a blend of old tradition and new ideas, shaped by the convergence of different races and backgrounds. Music and storytelling are an integral part of daily life, and their maritime skills are highly valued. Navigation, shipbuilding, and fishing passed down through generations since the shattering. However, not everything is always harmonious. Throughout the islands, the slave trade persists, some more prominently than others in certain islands. It is not officially outlawed, it is instead an accepted part of life for many of the islands. Stoneguard itself profits greatly from the exploitation of enslaved people. Quillhaven is a bit more in the middle range, where they put up with the laws in place for slavery, but do not necessarily have slaves for themselves, whereas Silversong cries out for a progressive change to free all from slavery's bonds. However, we will be beginning our story on the small island of Lorehaven, right next to Quillhaven, which you guys should see a picture, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me pull this picture up for chat, actually. There we go.
I think we saw the same menu that you do.
I think
So we have
maybe.
Lorehaven, Sage's Garden,
Oh yeah,
Sage's
go ahead and
Garden
close
here.
that then. And then click on the picture in the chat box on the right-hand side, and it'll pop it out.
Beautiful.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you letting me know that. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So, nestled between lush greenery and the sparkling sea, Lorehaven welcomes travelers with its picturesque charm. The island's tropical foliage frames the town, with palm trees and vibrant flowers swaying in the ocean breeze. The warm air carries the scent of salt water mixed with exotic blossoms. The harbor bustles with activities as ships of various sizes dock along the piers. Sailors and dock workers of many races, humans, elves, dwarves, water genasi, unload crates and exchange greetings. Cobblestone streets wind between the charming buildings made of local stone and timber, adorned with carvings of ancient legends and sea motifs. Prominent landmarks include what looks to be the Grand Archive, a majestic building with towering spires and stained glass windows depicting scenes of exploration. The Silver Scroll Emporium, renowned for its collection of rare books and magical scrolls, which draws scholars and adventurers alike. And lastly, the Whispering Willow Inn provides hearty meals and lodgings under the canopy of its namesake tree. And while Lorehaven thrives as a center of knowledge and culture, whispers hint at deeper complexities. Disappearances and illicit activities cast fleeting shadows. And as the sun sets, lanterns illuminate the street, casting a magical glow. The gentle strumming of a lute invites you to enter one of the many establishments along the street. But we're going to focus on Mads. Mads. As you meander through the winding streets of Lorehaven, your eyes scan the myriad of signs and storefronts, looking for nothing in particular, but everything. Suddenly, you catch a glimpse of a shop sign bearing an intricate carving. The shop is called the Whispering Lotus. The shop is called the Sage's Garden, and the carving is of a flower called the Whispering Lotus, which is the very flower that you carry. Your pulse quickens a bit. Perhaps this place holds the answers you've been seeking about your mysterious goddess. As you push in the door, a gentle chime announces your arrival. I would like to put this image out. There we go. New image in the chat bar. You can take a look at the actual shop.
Gorgeous.
Mads, pushing open the door, you enter the Sage's Garden. And the interior is a cozy space filled with shelves, neatly labeled jars containing dried plants, tinctures, powders. Bundles of herbs hang from the ceiling to dry, and a small counter, quote unquote, displays objects for purchase, bottles and potions and other elixirs. Sunlight filters through a large window, casting dappled shadows. In the back of the store, behind a wooden counter of sorts, stands a middle-aged man. He has some what looks to be kind eyes and silver-streaked hair. Says, "Welcome to the Sage's Garden," he says with a warm smile. "How may I assist you?" And I would like for you to do two things for me, Mads.
Mhm.
Firstly, I would like for you to roll me a perception check.
Hey, time for mechanics.
Remind
Time for you to go over how.
me how to do that.
Absolutely. So you're gonna double click your character to open up your character sheet.
Mhm.
And you'll see in like the center left is a list of skills. And you're gonna just click on perception. And it'll roll that in the chat box for you automatically. Let's see. Okay. So you see. Oh, I guess I probably might not be able to see your thing through the screen sharing. Oh, there it went.
Okay.
You had it.
Mhm.
Yeah. There we go.
And then the list of skills
Mhm.
on the side. Those
Yeah.
over one more a little to the right, where it says acrobatics, animal handling, blah blah blah. Go down to perception.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're learning. That's what
There you
today's
go.
session is about.
Okay.
Learning
Huge.
mechanics.
Huge
All
rolls. Sees everything. Knows all.
Yes. All right. Mads.
Mhm.
As you kind of take a glance around the store, it looks quite neatly labeled and everything, but there's a layer of dust over most of the store, as if there's not really a lot of customer base here. But as you kind of glance around, he greets you again. Is there something I can help you with?
Don't have many customers in here, do you?
No, unfortunately. It's not necessarily the best location. Yeah. We're kind of tucked away.
I'm looking for a goddess or information about her. Do you know anything?
Oh, goddess. Have you tried the temple? What god? You don't know what the goddess's name is?
No, she saved me before I died, but all I saw was a glimpse of her and this flower that I have, and you seem to have, so you must have information, surely.
Oh, did you say a flower? Well, I could probably help you with the flower. Why don't you let me see the flower.
Can see the flower.
Okay. Do you actually hand it to him?
Kind of look at it, look at him.
Okay. So you pull it out to
warily.
like show it to him.
Mm-hmm.
The gentleman's eyes widen a little bit. Ah, the Whispering Lotus. This is extraordinary. Where did you say you came across this?
I don't think that's important.
Well, it's a little important.
It was given to me.
Oh, this is There's a little bit of information I could probably provide to you about this flower, but it's probably gonna end right about this time. If I do you want me to call you Pyrie, or do you want me to call you something else? At the Snaggibus.
Sorry.
I believe the
Coughing.
nicknames were like Pyrie or Reno, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call her Pyrie or Reno.
Okay. I have you as Pyrie in my notes, so I'm gonna go with Pyrie. But as Mads is talking with the gentleman in the Sage's Garden, Pyrie, you've been strolling through the lively markets of Lower Haven all day, and you've been drawn to every cart and every shop that has any level of farming or seeds or flowers. You're drawn to the delicate fragrances or to possible knowledge about the seeds that you carry. And as you make your way down a small side street, kind of hidden away, you see a shop with vines and leaves pouring all over the edges of the building itself. And you see a sign saying the Sage's Garden. You think this might be a place to ask some more questions. Maybe they'll know something. Take a couple of steps, open the door, and a little bell chimes as you step in. And you see an older gentleman speaking with another patron. He says, welcome. If there's anything you need, let me know. And he tries to turn back, and he's looking at what seems to be a really pretty flower being held by the patron.
It's my turn now.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry. I keep coughing.
No, you're okay. So
Keep going into coughing fits.
is there anything, seems to like kind of be watching him, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh my god, it's such a pretty flower! It smells so good! Oh my god, where is it from? Wait, do you have rare magical flowers? Do you know about different plants? I have this seed and these like fruits. I've been trying to figure out where they have come from.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot find the origins. Do you know anything about this?
No, he kind of like takes a second. He looks at the other patron and the flower, and he kind of looks over. Can you throw me the seeds?
Oh my god, right. I can show you the seeds. Here you go. They're in my bag. Pulls out fruit and seed.
Fruit and seed, the dried fruit.
This is the seed. And then I made these really nice fruit, like dried fruit from them. I've had them for a while. Please don't eat it because it's very hard to come by. I've been holding on this for a really long time. But yeah, these are the seeds. Please give it back when you're done, though.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, he's going to like take a look at the seeds and the fruit. He's going to hold the fruit up really funny. And Mads, as you look at this fruit that he's holding up, it's like a slice of a whole fruit. And it looks like the silhouette of a face. Like you can see the curve where the nose and the lips would be. Like it looks a little unsettling. The gentleman behind the counter, he kind of looks between the fruit and the seeds. He's like, oh, I haven't seen these in a long time. These are from very far away. This is a very interesting day, truly.
Yeah, I've been kind of traveling for a while.
And where did you say you're from?
Very far away mountain pass. It's not well known in this area. We have lovely fruit trees, though. That's where I got this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And at about this time, is it Liari?
Yo.
All right, Liari. About this time, you've been weaving through the bustling streets of Lower Haven with a lot of purpose. You've been alert for a symbol known only to a few. Usually a discreetly hidden in plain sight broken circle. It signifies a vigilante, informant, or safe house. And as you make your way down the street you were informed of, your sharp eyes catch sight of the familiar mark, etched very hidden into the bottom corner of a modest shop sign. And this could be where you'll find leads on the next shipment. You make your way into the shop, your senses alert. And inside, you see two others engaged with a shopkeeper. You sort of remain near the entrance, just watching. The gentleman sees you, he looks flabbergasted. There's three people in his shop at the same time. Sorry, welcome to the Sage's Garden. Feel free to look around and let me know if you need anything.
I might do that. I'll look around, but I'm more interested in perhaps talking to the owner of this establishment, which I assume to be you.
Oh, yes.
So I can wait till you're finished.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely. Was there anything in particular you were looking for that I could perhaps gather up while I speak with the other two?
Well, I did happen to perhaps, and then okay, how do I go about doing this? I'm not that clever. Me as a person, I'm not that clever. It's like,
But is
because I want to
Liari
allude to the
clever?
broken circle without being like insane about it, like insanely obvious.
If you want,
I don't know, if I were to say something like, I don't know, I've broken like a wheel and I'm in need of replacements or something like that. Does that make sense?
I think that makes sense. Give it a run.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on my adventures, I seem to have broken a wheel that was very important to my journeys. So I'm looking to get that replaced, and I'm not sure if this is perhaps the place to do that.
Okay, two things. One, Pyrie, immediately at the mention of a broken wheel, you watch as this gentleman's face slips only for a second before he puts back on a smile. Of course, yes, we specialize in broken wheels. We can definitely take a look at that. Perhaps in a moment. At this point, there's a lot happening all at once, guys. All of you have a good enough passive perception that you all get to see.
Whoa.
I know. You all look out these curved storefront windows and spot three individuals. The sun is setting, so the street is lit a little bit, some by, lamplight, some by like that setting sunlight. And you spot three men making their way direct line towards the Sage's Garden, and they look like they're moving with purpose, eyes looking to and from the street as if they're trying to make sure there's nobody else around. Pyrie specifically, you notice that one of them is adjusting a glove, and you can see underneath just the edge of the glove is a coiled chain tattoo on their wrist. at this point, the gentlemen are walking up to the door frame, or up to the shop, but you probably have about 30 seconds to talk or do anything you'd like to do.
Sorry,
I'm gonna.
what?
Oh,
What a what?
You said described something on them, and I didn't quite hear what you said.
Oh, my apologies. Underneath, one of them adjusts a glove, and your keen perception saw that it's a like coiled up chain tattoo around their wrist.
Oh, okay, that's what you said.
I'm gonna tuck my flower away and try to find a place in the room that I could easily escape. So if there's like a window or like maybe near the door, I'm gonna go by the door.
I see. How about we do this?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
oh, we're in a place.
How do
This
I
is
lock
cool.
you all? Cool. I can lock you in place.
Let me think
Neat.
about where my character would position herself in this scenario.
Actually, I'm not gonna lock you in place, but welcome to the shop.
Can we zoom out?
So what way did we come in from?
This door right here.
Okay. And then what way are the
So they're coming in
individuals?
from outside, like directly outside the door, like walking down a
Okay.
street to get here. So you saw them through these two windows in the front here.
We all see the guys,
All three of you saw the guys.
but Sunny sees the chain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only one who was high enough to see that was Pyrie.
Mm.
Call me small.
I might then, upon seeing them, I might move closer to the entryway. In general,
Okay.
or
I'm gonna be-
like, where's a good vantage window? Somewhere like here where I can see the door and their movements, perhaps.
Okay. Does anybody else want to do anything before these gentlemen arrive?
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here because I'm gonna be annoyed about Pyrino coming in with all that energy. I'm gonna want to get away.
That's funny. I think I would also
yeah.
while I'm moving into position here, because I've clearly taken interest in the guys that are outside, I do want to give like a look or a nod to the shopkeep. Like, I'm not done with him yet, but I'm taking notice of this current situation that we're in.
Due to the amount of movement and shuffling you guys have done, the shopkeep has noticed that there's something happening and seems to be kind of gathering up some stuff on the table.
The seeds.
I'll go ahead and say that he gave you guys back whatever things that you handed to him to look at for the moment. So, with that being said, unless Pyrie's planning on doing anything,
I'm gonna move a smidge.
You got it.
Closer to Mads.
Okay.
Because she sees small creature and senses bad things. Must protect small creature.
Wow, music shift. This is going well.
Ooh.
All right. As the three of you occupy the shop, the door swings open violently, and three very rough and tumble looking thugs stride in. Their eyes are hard and they carry themselves with the arrogance of those accustomed to instilling fear. The one in front looks at the shopkeep and says, "Elias Thornwood, you've been sticking your nose where it doesn't belong." At this point, Elias looks like he's remaining entirely calm, though with your guys' passive perception, you can see he's tense but calm. Gentlemen, this is a place of business. If you have concerns, we can address them civilly. The thug back here laughs and we ain't here for tea and talk. You're meddling with our operations, and that's bad for business. At this point, one's gonna try and stride up right up to the table. You guys can interject at any time if you choose to. If not, things just play out on their own. As a point of interest.
I'm assuming Liari has in fact figured out who these men are by now.
You think?
I feel like
Maybe.
it's very obvious. Do you want me to roll for it? But like
I mean, you could probably assume based on what you'd probably be able to know right off the bat as they walk in. If you want to roll a perception check, you can kind of take a closer look at them at a distance.
Sure.
Could I also roll a perception check to see if, like,
could.
I knew them from previous criminal activity?
Ooh, if you're trying to remember if you've worked with a kind of person like this, I'll have you roll a history check.
Okay.
Okay. Liari, yes, you recognize that these men wear matching iron rings with similar attire, dark vests, dark boots, all kind of uniform. And you recall that this kind of attire, specifically combined with iron rings, is characteristic of a group called the Black Chain Syndicate, which is a notorious slaver group that's based out of Quillhaven. Mads. These guys are dressed pretty thuggishly, and while you were kind of a thug in your past life, that's not the same type of person. So you recognize that they are bullies, but not that they're anybody you would have worked with. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That being said, anybody doing anything else?
Well, Liari is pretty upset at this point, and she wants to look around and gauge whether or not there might be any backup to these three nearby, because otherwise she's immediately just going to start stabbies.
Well, you can take a look around outside based on your perception roll that you did. You don't see any immediate reinforcements. It looks like the three of them are pretty solo as far as you can tell.
Okay. Then she's gonna get into a more kind of stealthy moment as rogues do.
Okay. So you want to hide? Okay. What I'll have you do...
Yeah, let's go ahead.
What are these guys sitting out here? Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth and take a 5-foot step in whatever direction you'd like to try and hide in, and then tell me how you're hiding. I think you rolled it twice.
I didn't mean to, but which I mean,
the first one's the one that counts.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. That's insane, dude. I thought I got my one out in chat.
Nope.
What the hell?
Nope. Suffer,
dude. That's whatever. I was probably just gonna move like, hello.
Oh, I have you locked down. Sorry.
Yep.
So as you
just there diagonally
take a step that way, kind of nonchalantly get behind this thuggish individual here, you kind of trip over your own shoe and smash into this entire bookshelf, causing it to hit the wall, bounce off a little bit, some of the stuff, glass vials, little wood holders, some random satchels and books, they all sort of tumble to the ground, making a big noise. And you are immediately clocked by both of these individuals with their hands resting on their blades, still in their sheaths at the moment. At this point, this one kind of walks up, straight up to the counter here, kind of smashes his hand onto it, causing the whole counter to tremble. Says, "You're gonna come with us. You're not gonna try and get away again." Well, he's already been called out. So Elias kind of turns towards the rest of you guys. Says, "I'd be more than happy to help my customers with all of their questions, for which I have very specific answers if maybe they want to step outside or something else." And you, Pyrie and Mads, because you have a high enough positive perception, you watch as he kind of has some sort of long wooden pole underneath the table that he's got grasped, ready to swing at the guy across the table from him.
Can I intervene?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'd want them. I just want my information. So, whatever issue they seem to have with this guy, just let us talk to him, and then you can have him. And I'll be kind of. I'll maybe. No, I can't move. Never mind.
Not yet, but I'll let you move. There you go.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll take like one step forward, just like, hey, just.
This guy slowly turns his head and takes a step towards you. You're a halfling, as I recall, correct?
Yeah, I'm small.
So you are how tall? About 3 foot?
Yeah.
And you're fronting. That's awesome.
He's the only guy that has any information about the goddess. I just want to know. And then you can do whatever you want with him.
God, nobody cares about your goddess. Just take another step forward. Half pint. I'm gonna look down at you, and you watch as he kind of gets that look where someone's getting a loogie ready.
Can I cast a spell?
You sure can. Please do.
Can I intervene?
Holy hell.
Yeah, you
Oh
can
my
too.
God.
This will happen about the same
Fantastic.
moment. What you got?
Well, they're too close for me to like stand between the two of them, right?
You could try and forcefully put yourself there, but
Like,
you'd
put
have to
my
put
head-
hands on both to push them away from each other. Because this is like, if they were the same height, this would be like that couple of inches in between each other's faces.
Ah, okay. Can I just like pipe in then? It's just
Yeah.
Well, obviously somebody cares about the goddess because she cares about the goddess, and this man has information for us, and her and me and whoever that other person is that's in the corner. Can you just wait your turn in line, maybe? I heard that that's a thing that humans do. They like to wait in lines. That's right, right?
Look, lady, I can fight my own battles.
Oh, I'm not fighting
gonna-
for you. I'm just helping. I want to get my information too. We're supposed to form a line, aren't we?
Hang on, I gotta see what happens here. All right. The guy here just kind of he just shoves Mad, or attempts to. Just gonna shove Mads as he tries to turn and stride back towards the table. Mads, as he pushes out towards you, I would like for you to roll me an acrobatics or an athletics check, which is also in your skills. You'll want to look and see which one has the biggest plus on the right side.
So acrobatics or athletics?
Yep. Okay. Well, he rolled an out one. So, as he kind of starts to laugh at you two talking to each other, and he's just not intimidated by your stature at all, he attempts to just take his hand and kind of like half-heartedly just shove you aside as he turns away. But as he does so, you just very deftly step to one side, and forcibly he falls forward as all of his weight takes him with him, and he goes right past you as you switch sides with him. So you standing up, and he falls to the ground, going prone.
Don't you dare touch me.
Whoa! As he hits the ground, he just kind of sputters a little bit. I'm not entertained. Take the one outside and beat her. As he kind of gets himself back up. I'll deal with Elias. These two, they kind of eyeball you, Liari, but they turn and begin making their way up forwards towards Mads. As this one kind of just waits for them to get up there and take you out of the way.
I'm gonna like look at the shopkeeper and see if maybe I can run past him.
At this point, let me see here. Hang on.
Mhm.
I need to see how this works. Hang on. Okay. At this point, you watch as he lifts one hand up, palm facing forward, as Elias lifts one's hands up, palm facing forward towards the head honcho of these three. He looks right at you and he says, "Duck!" As he fires out a green noxious fume that blasts into the face of this one here. I would like for you to roll a dexterity saving throw with advantage. So you're going to open up your character sheet. You're going to go to your dexterity on the left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to click on dexterity, and then you're going to click saving throw.
Oh.
No, that's okay. And then you're going to hover over the chat where it says 11, and on the right side you're going to see 2 upward-facing arrows. Go ahead and click that. And that'll be an advantage, which means you roll 2 dice and you take the higher of the 2.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. So that being said, you are able to deftly dodge just out of the way as the noxious gas blasts right over your head where you just were, and it smashes directly into the large man that was being a dick. He starts to sputter and cough as you watch, as when he coughs, a little bit of blood sort of spatters out on the ground. At this point, everybody draws their weapons, and you are now in combat.
Sure do.
Hell yeah. So,
my stubbed toe and all.
Up in the top right, you're going to see 2 crossed swords. I'm going to click on that, and then you're going to click on the... let me do this, hang on. So you're going to click on those 2 crossed swords, and you're going to click on the big dice next to your face, and that's going to be your initiative, which is, who goes in what order.
Oh, I sure do.
Yo, nice. It's looking pretty good, guys.
Assuming we just click normal.
Yes.
Does it not also work if we just click the initiative the same way we do for the skills?
Oh, I suppose you could do it that way. I've just never done it that way.
I was curious. I don't know.
No, that makes sense. Okay. So, wow, you guys did great on initiative. Damn. So good.
Fucking
All
angry, bro.
I just want to know what's going on.
You just got a bunch of thuggy people in a shop where you have some information available. Crazy. All right, guys. Liari, you are up
Yep.
first with a 22 initiative. Great stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do short sword here. I don't know. I was trying to look at the different things that I have on me and their stats, but like
Mhm.
because the UI is different, I'm not exactly sure. So I'm just assuming I want to do short sword here.
Yeah, you
but-
can click on, if you open up your inventory and you click on like short sword's name, not the image, it will do a drop down that shows all the information.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but it doesn't show me damage and
you can go
like,
click
things of that
on
nature.
edit item in the right hand side and it'll show you that information. Which is kind of weird, I know. Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, we're probably gonna do short sword here.
Nice.
So that'll be the weapon that I drew. And then I'm just gonna go up to this fucking dingus and get him.
Got it.
You know?
Swing that sword.
I sure would love to. How do I do that, Mr. DM?
So same thing. You can open up that inventory and then you can click on, if you hover over your weapon, you'll see that it like a little dice appears on the left side. You can always click and drag it into your hotbar too for convenience.
Hotbar?
You have a hotbar
Where's my hotbar?
in the bottom.
Oh, is that the drop down?
Yeah. It's a little macro holder thing. So you can just drag your sword into it and then click on it from there.
How do I drag it in? Because I thought I was dragging it in. I did not drag it in.
I just dragged the whole thing and it works for me. Is it not allowing you to?
I will show you. So like here, right? And then is it this you're talking about, hotbar?
Hang on. I am pulling that open now. Okay. No, that's not it.
Over here?
Pull your character sheet up a little bit. It's right there at the bottom. No, move your whole mouse to the bottom of the screen.
Oh, this.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah, we got you.
Sure, fuck it. All right, there we go. Yeah, anyway, I bopped him.
Bet. Okay, let's get that bop going.
I rolled a 24, so I don't think he's doing much.
Also, I need to point out that apparently, and no one mentioned this up to this point, or at least I didn't see, none of that actual audio has been going through on the stream.
Oh.
Yeah, I just noticed it right now.
So when I said, wow, the music changed, people are like, what are you talking about?
What
That's
music?
fucking crazy.
Oh.
That's my
I
bad.
said
Maybe
earlier
somebody said something and I didn't see it, but oh no.
I said something earlier because Bake said something in chat that he wasn't hearing what we were hearing.
Oh, I missed it. Oh no, it's fine. It's okay.
Oh, you fixed it because I don't have the thing on.
I'm dumb. We're good.
We're doing it. Okay.
We got it now.
It's
Technical
fine.
difficulties. It's the first session. We're fine. Okay.
First pancake.
So what I'll
First
have you
pancake.
do, Liari, if you double right click the gentleman in front of you, it should target them. I think it's a double right click.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'll have us do in the future is target them and then use the abilities.
And
I
then roll.
didn't think about it in this moment until, But anyway, so you rolled a 24 to hit for 5 damage. That definitely hits. So as you step up behind him, you have your short sword, and you go for just a quick, upwards slash behind him, causing it to kind of go up under the armor into the back of his arm before slicing out. And you hear that. He kind of looks behind him and sees you again, and he just kind of gets pissed because he turned away from you. Is there anything else that you'd like to do on your turn?
I'll just say
Oh, actually.
that's what you get for keeping slaves.
Let me go ahead and you are technically flanking.
Sure am.
Flanking gives you advantage, which gives you a sneak attack.
Sure does.
So what I'll have you do is go to features and then click that sneak attack.
Sir D, I have a question.
What's that?
I have a question.
What's your question?
Okay, so how you could have the character sheet popped up, how can we do that?
Like this? Like how I have Liari's up?
Yeah.
Double click your face.
Are you seeing something that I'm not seeing, Bold, with the sneak attack?
Yeah,
Oh,
let
wait.
me...
Yeah.
You found it. Did you get your character sheet up there,
now
Pyrie?
it popped up. It wasn't
Yeah!
popping up for me
There you
before,
go.
so I've been like toggling back and forth.
Yeah, you
So,
can
like, I
also
don't know
find
how
it.
to get it.
If you in the top right menu, you'll see a little person, and there's a folder called PCs, and you're gonna be in that folder, and you can open your character sheet up anytime from there, as well.
I didn't know what that was, so I was afraid to click it.
No, you're good. There's nothing in there you can really do damage to anything with, except maybe game settings, but that's mostly just to yourself.
Okay.
Okay,
really
sneak
confused.
attack. Bam. So you do actually do quite a significant larger amount of damage. So as you stab upwards, you do kind of manage to get a good cut across the entirety of the shoulders, causing him to grunt even more. And he looks like you're watching as there's a bit of blood that kind of runs down the back, soaking the entire shirt and vest that he has on, as he grimaces a little bit. Now I don't think you have much else to do, but
No.
okay.
Just scolding him for his shitty way of existence.
So I'll have you end your turn, which, if you go into the sword menu, you should be able to hit end turn at the bottom. Which brings us to Mads. So, is there any particular thing you'd like to do? Cast? Punch?
So I think I kind of want to try doing one of my spells if I could.
Bet.
I kind of want to try command. I want to command one of them to flee.
Okay.
Or multiple. I don't know if I can do more than one. Is it just one target?
Not currently. You don't have a high enough ability to... Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. So, command is a level 1 spell. You could upcast it at level 2, which takes a level 2 spell slot, and you could command 2 creatures with that.
Okay.
So you could theoretically command 2 creatures to do something. If you want them to flee, they could flee.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do that, I believe you're going to click the... like you would a weapon, so when you hover over command, you can click the little die that appears where the picture is. And you're going to select second level under the drop down.
Oh, if I want to change it?
Yeah, if you want to power it up, if you will.
I think I'll keep it the way it is. I don't want to lose any of my level 2 slots.
Make sure you select the target before we cast a spell, however. So double right click whichever person you're targeting.
Okay. Double right click.
I think that'll do it.
I'm gonna pick this guy in the middle.
Perfect. Yep, looks like you targeted it just fine.
And then
now you'll cast it.
How do I cast it? Oh wait, I found it. Never mind.
I'm so proud of you.
We're doing it to him. We're doing it to him.
Yeah, this is the tutorial fight right here.
Tech.
All right.
Okay.
You want them to flee?
Yes.
All right.
I would like that middle one to flee.
Yeah. So, as you raise up your hands, you command them using the power of the goddess to flee, and that white lotus that you carry glimmers faintly, sort of a purplish pinkish shimmer as you cast this magic. Let's see if they're able to defend against it. Oh shit! So he had to roll a 14 or higher, and he rolled exactly a 14.
Oh my god.
So you watch as his eyes glaze over for but a moment before he kind of like closes them, shakes it a little bit, and the urge to flee leaves him. Oof.
No.
I know. That being said, At this point, you have cast a spell. I believe you can cast a spell and a cantrip on the same turn, but let me double check that. Otherwise, because the spell technically counts as an action. Okay. So as long as the cantrip has a bonus action cost, so spell usage would say bonus action, that you could use, but if it says action, then that's your whole action. I don't think you have anything that is a bonus action, technically speaking.
I do, but it wouldn't apply.
Exactly, yeah. Because you just have the one thing there.
Mhm.
Okay. So that would be your turn, unless you want to move. That being said, if you move outside of the... so every character has 8 squares around them. If you move out of the 8 square radius that this guy is in, he gets an attack of opportunity, so he can take a free attack at you for moving.
Okay. So if I take one step back, I would be good still?
He would try and hit you because you're leaving his area of influence. Which
Okay.
I can put a little example here. So for the one that you're fighting, see that big yellow box?
Yeah.
So
nice.
if you leave that space, he gets a free attack. And that
Okay.
counts for anybody that's considered his enemy.
I think I'm gonna stand up here and try to climb on top of the shelf to like get some
Okay.
get
All
some
right.
height on him.
I like it. Okay. I'll say for all intents and purposes, go ahead and roll me an athletics or acrobatics to see if you can get up that table while maintaining your defensive positioning.
I can choose either one, acrobatics or athletics. Okay.
Yep, I'll allow both.
Oh no.
Okay, let me see. Okay. As you try and step up onto the table, he takes the opportunity to turn directly at you, and kicks the table, causing it to shoot forward and you to drop one more space away as he steps forward as well, kind of pushing you off to the side to like engage you himself. That being said, Pyrie, he left your area of influence. Would you like to try and hit him with whatever weapon you have?
Yes.
For free? This
I
does
would
not
love
count
to.
towards your turn.
Fantastic.
But Mads,
I
your
don't
turn
remember
technically
what I'm
is
carrying.
over.
1 second.
So I will have you go to the combat tracker, the double cross swords, and hit end turn at the bottom. Perfect.
You said I get to take a free thingy?
Yes, so you can use a weapon specifically. One of your weapon choices you have on you. You can use it to attack him. So whichever one you would like to smack him with, just hover over it and hit the die that appears where the image is.
That'll be funny. I clicked it, but my thing is very, very laggy. So
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I haven't figured out how to make it not lag.
Did you do the application installation?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to fix.
The application is just extremely laggy.
Yeah. I know there's fixes, but I don't know what they are. Because I think that was stuff that, like, Burton did. So we'll have to ask him later, because I don't see him, but he might be in here.
We're in.
That being said, you pull your whip out, and as this individual kicks out the table from under Mads and steps forward, you attempt to hit him with your whip, but unfortunately the whip goes a little wide and smashes into this bookcase instead, leaving a pretty big gouge mark in the actual bookcase.
Nice.
So that would be your free turn. Now is your actual turn. So you have an action, bonus action, movement.
Fantastical.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what. Can I try again with the funny whip?
Yes. You'll need to double right click whichever one you want to target. And then that being said, you cannot reach the one by Mads anymore.
Okay.
Because they're out of your range. You can hit either of the ones next to you, however.
Fantastic. We'll go for this one. Okay. I don't know if it's actually working.
I can always... It looks like you targeted it. Do you want me to roll it for you, or are you good?
I think I'm good. I clicked the button. I don't know if it's going.
I gotcha. Ooh, nice. Alright, yeah, it went. So as you kind of turn towards the leader of the group, you pull that whip back and you swing as you twist sideways. And you watch as the whip kind of whips over right across the chest as you snap it at the right moment. And the entire front of the leather piece of armor that he's wearing in the front dents inwards and splinters. So you can see straight through to the actual chest where it drew blood. As he kind of...
Oh, that's not very good leather then. That wasn't processed correctly.
He does look, after you slap him with it, he's starting to look a little beat up after the poison spray to the face and this leather whip. You do have a bonus action, so if you have a cantrip you would like to use that is a bonus action, you may do so.
Side note that Liari wants to casually take notice of the whip for later.
Noted.
I think this is considered a bonus action.
It'll say under spell usage, bonus action. So you have one that's a bonus action. Yeah, teaching the flood leaf.
Alright, I need your help fixing my shit. Everything's laggy as all hell.
Oh yeah. What's the trick for making the application itself not laggy? We can't remember.
Make sure your hardware acceleration is turned on in your browser that it's connected to.
Oh, that would make sense. I think that's what it was too, actually.
Are you on Chrome, Summer?
Yeah.
Okay. Open up your Chrome and go to settings. So like the 3 dots in the corner, settings.
Yeah.
And then in the search bar, type in acceleration. So ACCEL. That should be enough.
Excel.
And then it says use graphics acceleration when available. Make sure that's toggled on. Then a button will pop up to say relaunch. And you might need to restart the app as well.
It auto restarted itself, so 1 second.
Nice.
Amazing. And then it should be clean.
Ah, thank fuck. Okay.
Does it work now?
Yeah. Because Jesus Christ, it was so slow. It was like frame by frame.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I can't tell what's happening. Like, stream was loading faster than my application was.
Yeah, and then you have to remember to turn it off later for like if you're screen sharing like videos and stuff, because that's why I always have it turned off is for like
that's
anime.
Why I always have it off, and so I'm just
Yeah.
really confused. I'm like, why is nothing working?
Damn.
Well, welcome to like actual functional gameplay.
Fantastic, because like you would react to something like a roll, and like I'm still watching the roll happen. Like,
oof. Well, hopefully it's not so bad. How about this roll? Can you see this one?
Oh my god, that's so much better. Holy shit.
Good stuff. That being said, I do have a retcon, not a retcon, but like an update. Your whip is technically a reach weapon, so you can hit people 10 feet away. I didn't realize it was a reach weapon, so you could have hit this guy. That's my bad.
Oh, okay.
So for the future.
Question. No, wait, that's
So you slapped big and fuzzy up here with it. You can cast a bonus action spell or perform a bonus action, whatever that might be.
Okay, well, I have a secondary action I want to do to the guy who's going towards Mads.
Oh.
Because I'm pretty sure this has no specific reach. It doesn't state that it does.
Sure. What's you trying to
Magic
do?
Stone.
Okay, so Magic Stone allows you to enchant like a couple of rocks with weaponry. So basically, at any given time, you can pick up a rock and you can give it damage, but you still have to use an action to throw the rock.
Oh, but
Yes.
it's considered a bonus action, so I assumed it was just like the whole thing. Like you just throw a rock.
Yeah, you or someone else can make a ranged attack spell with one of the pebbles by throwing it or hurling it with a sling. So that being said, it takes a whole action to do that, but a bonus action to enchant.
That's goofy. Okay.
I will
That's not what I
say,
thought that was then.
under features, you do have some bonus action options. Not that you necessarily, I think it might be overkill, but you could do things in there.
Wait, can I change this to just be...
What is that?
Why are there so many things?
Oh, you have a lot of things, yeah.
I think
You
it's very
and Shy
bizarre
both
that
chose like crazy spellcast types. You get a whole lot of stuff.
There's a lot of shit in here. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know
think
what half of
the
this
update
is.
kind of screwed the spell users. Like, unless you're like intimately familiar with the stuff, the fact that it like took away some of that information, so that you have to hit edit to see like what type of damage it does. Blah, 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 blah,
I'm
blah.
not a
Like,
huge fan of the new layout.
it's a little rough, but it's
active abilities is the section you're gonna want to look at there.
Yeah, I kind of figured that part out at least.
Yeah. So you could do your wildy bit there if you wanted. Otherwise, you can pass on your turn.
I mean,
Oh, actually,
I was gonna say there's another funny thing.
I do see the funny thing. Yeah. Just select who you want to do it first.
For the shuv.
Shuving?
Shuv?
Shuv?
Oh my god, it
Shuv?
actually clicks now. That's amazing.
I'm so proud. I'm so excited for
You're
your.
shuving him.
Shuving,
You're shuving him.
and take.
Yo, all right. So you're shuving that one.
Shuv.
Oh.
Rough.
All right. What does this do exactly? It just shoves them and that's it? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Can I wait? Question about the shove.
Okay.
Because if it's just like, is it full body like shove, or is it something that I can direct and aim?
Directinate, like directionally?
So
yeah,
it
like
says
aim
they
it at a
move
body.
5 feet toward or away from you.
Yeah,
so
it looks like it's
there
a push
is
or
a bit
pull.
of aiming.
Okay. Because I just want to shove him into the fucking table.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Like, full on, just knock him into it.
All right, I'm down with this. This sounds entertaining. Let me roll a thing here.
It's like a gut punch, you know? Yeah.
Okay, he did good. All right. So you managed to shove him into the table, but he retains. So as he is shoved by nothing into the table, he manages to shift in such a way that his face isn't smashed into it, but he just sort of gets like his whole midsection gets pushed in, and he gets the air knocked out of him. So you hear a whoo as it's just sort of like thumps onto the table and lays there for a second, just like oh.
Yeah.
I think, unless you plan on moving and getting attacked by one of the two guys, I'd say your turn is probably done then.
Uh-huh.
So I'll have you go and end your turn.
How do I do that again?
Top right,
Swords.
there'll be 2 swords, and at the bottom it'll say end turn.
Oh, okay. I like the evil laugh.
It's just because it's my turn.
Mr. DM's been getting high rolls too. I'm scared.
At this
The way
point,
you burn.
all 3 of these, what seem to be slavers, have now endured a whole bunch of shenanigans from the patrons whom they were intimidating. They are angry and
Intimidating my
violent.
ass.
So you watch as this one here has... Oh, nope, go back. Go back. I didn't move you. As that one there unsheathes a longsword from his hip, holds it in front, and does 2 slashes right at Pyrie.
Hang in there. Son.
I gotta select Pyrie as well.
Irie.
Wait.
All right. Yikes. Pyrie, what is your AC or your armor class?
16.
Yeah. All right. So as he takes 1 slash towards you, kind of a downward cut, just angry and violent, you manage to sort of just lean far enough that you feel the swoosh of the blade as it flies in front of you, almost hitting one of your little antlers, as it embeds into the floor. And this guy grunts, and with all of his strength, he rips the blade out of the floor, kind of does this side swipe at you, catching you right in the side. So what I'll have you do is have yourself selected, so just click on yourself. And then underneath all of this, you're going to see an apply button.
A what button?
It'll say apply. It'll be over in the chat section of the I don't know what you call that, the tooltip window? The right side window? So go to the
one
chat
that says
messages.
5 and there's like a owie times 1.
An owie times
Okay.
1. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Well, let's take a look.
Take 5.
Yeah. It should give you 5 points of damage. So it'll look... I'll do this.
This? I'm sharing my screen with you.
Oh, yep,
The
there
way
you
we're
go.
all just like double check our homework, teacher.
I got you
Mr.
guys.
DM.
Don't worry.
Mr.
Let me switch over here.
I don't. This thing? This.
Oh, no. So you have yourself selected, which is fine. Just left click. And then on the right-hand side of the screen, you see the 21 and the 5, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
And
So
there's
in the
owie
bottom right
times
of
1.
that, you see the big splooshy spiky bit times 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, click on that. And that'll apply the damage to you. There you go. And now you've applied 5 points of damage.
Barely injured.
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go. He just sort of laughs to himself as he finishes his swing. At which point, it's your lovely shopkeeper Elias's turn. Let me see here.
I'm sorry, the
Watch
way
the
I
pussy
didn't even
run
think
away.
Elias got a turn. I forgot he was there.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
that makes sense, yeah.
I was just under
The way I'm gonna
assumption
need
he was
him to
hiding.
live because we got some shit to talk about.
For real.
Okay.
He's hiding.
Yep, he's gonna go for that.
Oh god. Why me? Why is he like this?
All right. So, Elias casts Fairy Fire, which is a area of effect spell. What it does is it makes them glow in a kind of a pastel light. So he's going to go with a blue light. Any of the creatures that he selects in that spell. Is it any creature in the area? I thought it had to be. Oh, I guess it's everybody in there. So Pyre gets to participate.
Sonny.
All right. So Pyre and the 3 thugs here get to do a dexterity saving throw. So Pyre, what you'll do is you left click on yourself once, and then you're gonna click on the DC 13 dexterity saving throw to see if you successfully dodge this ability.
I believe in you.
I'm sorry, I was blowing my nose and you told me what to do.
Nope, you're fine.
Roll a
You're fine.
dexterity.
Left click on yourself, and in the right hand side of the screen, you're going to see a DC 13 dexterity saving throw button under Fairy Fire. You're going to click on that for me.
Oh, this?
Maybe.
I don't know, I'm share screening with you. That's why I said this?
Yeah, that thing.
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
Nope. You are definitely under effect of Fairy Fire, which I'm going to mark with the surprised symbol. This means that any attack that is done on you gets advantage.
oh, fuck.
But same with this guy here. He also gets... You guys get advantage on hitting him. The other 2 managed to succeed in the save, so they do not have it. At this point, he casts a spell. And he doesn't have any things to do, so Elias' turn is over. Which brings us to this guy, who is going to attempt to attack Liari, because Liari stabbed him in the back. So as he turns to you, he takes a big, wide swipe sideways. I'm targeting the wrong person. There we go. On target. So Liari does a 10 hit. Maybe. Maybe it does. We'll never know.
For which one? Sorry.
Does a 10 or a 13 hit?
For
Your
armor
AC.
or spell?
AC.
I'm 15.
Okay, neither hit. So Liari, as the slaver turns around, he attempts to do a side swipe against you, and you just kind of do that thing where you turn into a U shape as it swings in that space where you just were.
Yay! Acrobatics.
After he does that, he takes another swing. He tries to stab it forward straight into you as you just sort of lift up one arm and lean to the side, and you just sort of dodge to the side, getting almost face to face with them as he misses. That being said, now the other guy's turn.
She's gonna giggle a little bit. She's gonna giggle a little bit.
Just laughs
She's
at
really
him.
cocky. Yeah.
The one next to Mads has recovered his breath a little bit, though he's still breathing a little heavily, as he also is angrily takes a couple of swings at Mads. Oh, damn. All right, Mads, what is your armor class?
17.
So if he rolls a 17 or higher, he hits you. And in both cases, he rolled higher than a 17. So I'll have you apply both of those damages to yourself using the spiky sploosh times 1, if you will, on the right side. I can direct it if you need to.
Think I got it?
Yeah. Looks like you got it just fine. Good shit.
Yippee.
He chuckles to himself as he manages to just kind of like, he cuts one arm with one of his thrusts and then kind of does sideways and cuts you right across like that midsection area. Just which brings us to round 2 of combat. What were we saying?
I'm gonna swing again because this guy's fucking idiot. Haha. So.
Wow.
Damn it. Why? Wow. Why?
Honestly, it's impressive.
Why? Dude, I would fucking throw these dice away and get another set immediately. Dude, every other roll?
You gotta change the color, that's what it is.
Yep.
Fucking, yeah, it's not banana yellow. Please hold.
Wait, how do you change the color?
You can edit the
yes. If you go to the gears and you go to configure settings, you can find what's it called?
I think it's literally like
Dice so nice.
That's what it's called.
Oh
Dice
my
settings.
God.
3D dice settings.
Yep, and you can go and change all your dice settings in there.
Fucking
Oh, this is so cool.
banana yellow looking.
Yeah, I meant to do this well before we started, but yeah, we can do it now. I think this is fun.
I was messing with it a tiny bit, but
Making the outline fucking blood red at this point. I'm angry.
Mine doesn't want to
Fucking cringe
load
ass.
right.
Electronic dice. This is fine.
You're doing so good.
She exists. I don't know.
Is there any other actions you would like to do that you can do?
Probably not. I just fucking fell on my face, dude. A 1?
I see
The
that there is
way-
and this is a new one because I'm unfamiliar with the 2024 rules, so I'm also looking over your guys' characters. So under your features, under active abilities, you have the dagger nick, which I imagine is like nicking somebody.
Are you talking about my weapon mastery thing?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would have to have a dagger out. I can do psychic blade. Well, that's an action, but I think I might be able to do green flame blade. But the reason why I was holding off on that is because there's not really another creature within 5 feet that is.
Yeah, everybody's separated just enough.
That isn't Pyrino.
When you make an extra attack of the light property, so you have to make an extra attack.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like, I don't know.
Oh, this allows you. So if you used a dagger or a weapon,
right?
Tra-
It's like a double. It's
Master
like the two-handed like double slice moment.
Yeah,
where,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You slice one, you slice again, but I don't have my daggers on me right now.
okay, all right.
I mean, they're like equipped, but I don't know how much you want to go out of the way of being like, okay, so I pull out a.
Nah,
holding
fucking
the
pull that dagger
short
out and
sword
do a
then
little
pull that
shite.
dagger out and fucking shank
Roll it.
this.
You roll it. I believe in you. Because I'm here
Okay.
for the good times. Let's see it.
Uh-huh.
How's this work?
I don't
So
know,
I
did
think you
hit
just
roll?
literally roll one of your daggers. I think this just allows you to do it.
Okay, I'll go inventory. Oh wait, I set it up as a.
Oh god, those dice.
Why? Why? Why?
This is going so
Bruh,
good.
I'm about to pull out my IRL dice and just send a picture each fucking time I roll. I swear to fucking God, this is crazy.
Oh.
It's fine. This is what I get for giggling out of my guys. I don't know. I was in character.
That seems a character to me. All right. Well, with that in mind, I'd say unless you plan on moving, I'd say your turn is over.
It's so over. I'm not moving anywhere.
Nope.
I'm just like, well,
Mads,
we just
you
stare
are
at each other. Me and the guy just stare at each other like we're just both gonna pretend like that last turn didn't fucking happen.
Nope. Just not at all. Y'all were just like, nope. All right, Mads, what you got? The world will never know.
I'm not really sure. I'm deciding.
No, that's okay.
The dice is
Processing.
not in my favor, so I'm trying to.
The dice haven't been in anyone's favor but the DMs.
That's true. The DM has a lot of people to play. Y'all have one. It's bound to be more favorable to me, maybe. Sometimes. Actually, that's not true. I've definitely rolled ones nonstop.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Isn't
the
that a good
number,
time?
but I rolled 4 natural ones in a row,
Damn.
which is like statistically insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's rough.
I think Ryan did the math on it, and it was an insane number.
Yeah.
You know,
I
what's
think
Yeah.
the same number? The amount of channel points I have.
And nothing has been
69.
on.
incredible.
Ew.
I'm going to do a sacred flame.
Ooh. That's a good choice.
Flame
I
his
don't know.
ass.
Does that only go towards one person?
It
Or
is
is that just like an
one
area?
one person. You can see on the
Okay.
side there, spell target.
So same thing, like I.
So you can select one person. Let me read. So cantrip
Okay, cool.
upgrade increases the damage if you upgrade it to like a first level spell slot or a second level one. It'll just make it more powerful.
I see. I have it as a cantrip.
Yeah. So if you were to cast it, you can choose what level you want to cast it at, be it cantrip first or second. I don't know if that's what you were asking, but
Oh. No, I did not know that, but.
Oh. yeah, when you try and cast it, it'll have a drop down that shows you what you can change it to.
Oh.
For every level up that you push it, it gets an extra 1d8 damage, provided it hits.
Oh my god.
Let's see here.
So little
Okay.
damage.
Which one were you aiming at?
The one in front of me.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
I've just been glaring at him this whole time. I'm pissed off.
That one. No, that's awful.
Another one?
Oh. Okay, let's see if
We're just gonna fucking die. It's fine.
he easily zips out of the way as you point a finger at him. The rose shimmers a purplish pink as you fire a bolt of sacred fire out of your hand, flying past him, sort of singeing the roof. And he kind of like looks between your finger and the roof for a second, and he kind of like does that eyeball thing where he glares at you.
Amazing.
What else do you have?
Don't I get one extra to do a spell? Because that was a cantrip?
That was a cantrip, but it was an action as well.
Oh.
Yeah, you get one action, one bonus action, and movement.
Yeah, and
Um,
crying in a corner because we're all fucking suffering.
Yeah.
Get to cry for free.
crying is a free action. Yeah. I'm trying to see if you have a fun thing you can do with your character here. But a lot of this requires a full action.
No.
Okay. So, as a house rule, and I'll ask you guys how you'd like to do this, because this does apply to me as well. You can, as a house rule, generally, I allow the exchangement of all of your movement to perform another action. So if you guys want to do that, you could trade all of your movement, all 30 feet. Well, for you, I think it might be less, but you can move all your movement for an action.
Just bear in mind that if we allow it, that means all the enemies essentially can do the same thing. Full round of attack. All right, Burton says do it. I don't know.
I was waiting to see how well we figured this part out before I offered that option. So, Liari, we can backtrack to your turn after Mads and perform your extra action if you'd like, because you haven't moved.
I'll go with what the party is feeling. I'll let it, because I'm the one that hasn't been damaged yet, but I'll let them.
I guess I don't really know how I feel about it, because what if I need to move?
Well, you can still move, it's just you won't get 2 attacks, right?
It's
kind of like speed running to level 5, because at level 5 a lot of people get 2 attacks on things. So it's you can give up your movement to attack twice, or you can just attack once and still move, blah, blah, blah. It's an option.
Oh.
Yep.
I guess that's fine then.
Yeah, it's optional rule.
Okay, we got one sure.
Sure,
Sunny? Okay. I guess I'll swing at him again then.
Well,
surely we can get a
surely
better
I'm not going to get another 1 or 2.
No.
Bestie.
But Mads, that also means you have a full action if you don't move. Which, if you move, you incur their attack anyway, so.
Mr. DM, do you have any recommendation?
For what you can do? Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick look here at what you got. So, depending on how ham you want to go, under features you have Channel Divinity, and if you want to look at Divine Spark, specifically for you either do one of these 2 things, starting where it says Force. Well, let me open this up fully because it reads a little weird. Okay, so you can either restore health using that, or you can force the creature to make a Constitution saving throw. And whenever you cast Channel Divinity, that's what you get to. You can use either of your 2 Channel Divinity abilities. So that one causes you to, if they fail to save, they get hurt. If they succeed, they still get hurt, just for less. Alternatively, you could cast, say, Bane, which would make all of the enemies in the room have to subtract a d4's worth of a roll, so one of these. They'd have to roll that every time they attack and minus it from their attack roll and stuff, which is super debuffy.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
It's a great ability. You could try Command again as well. Or you could also whack somebody with your mace if you felt inclined.
That's true.
Boomstick.
I'm gonna do Brave. Because I want these, I'm so over them, and if we can all work together.
Okay. So which one are you doing? Bane?
Bane? Or I think I had Brave by accident. I guess I'm not seeing Bane.
It should be, it's the first spell directly under first level. I don't see a Brave. Maybe I'm missing that.
That's in features.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you have advantage on frightened saving throws, but that is not applicable. I'm looking in your spell book, I'm sorry.
All right.
All right, here we go. I assume your 3 targets are the 3 enemies here.
Correct.
Yo!
There's a 19.
Whoa! Haha, suckers.
Okay. So, with that, I need to mark. These 2 are baned.
Yeah, the dinky one's got Elriz. That's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look, 1 and a 3. It's a charisma saving throw. Elriz.
I mean, they did just come in here and just like attack a bunch of people, so.
Their slaver is automatic Elriz. What the hell?
So you managed to cast Bane on 2 of the 3, which will make all of their attacks, saving throws, everything basically has a minus D4 to it, 1D4, which is super helpful for making them less effective at everything.
Nice. I would like to just say fuck
yeah.
that guy in front of me.
You want to what?
I hate the guy in front of me.
Be careful. Talking to Mr. DM is like talking to a djinn. You need to be very careful on your phrasing.
It's going to be so good when it comes to his turn.
That's a different role.
We are going to backtrack really quickly to Liari.
Yeah, my
Liari.
last Ungi Bungi.
I also realized, wow, those are green. This is amazing.
I can't believe I rolled another 2.
But
I'm gonna fucking
I
lose
also
my
realized something a minute ago,
Yeah.
too. This guy has fairy fire on him, so all of your attacks should have had advantage.
Oh, son. Okay.
So if you want to roll back...
I'll have to redo my whole other turn then. Like everything.
Yeah,
Hold on.
well, you re-roll a short sword and a dagger. Actually, before you do that. Before
How
you
do
do
I
that.
roll it at advantage? Do I?
You have to roll advantage after you've rolled it. So for the short sword on screen, there's 2 arrows
so that'll be the
on the
second
right side.
one. So basically, I got a 1 and a 2, which sucks.
Uh-huh. So roll advantage on the short sword that's on the chat now. It's the little double arrows. If you hover over the 8, is the double arrows. They go up.
Oh.
Bro, you're cursed.
This is incredible.
I don't know what the fuck happened. Who do I need to like steal the panties of to like get back my mojo?
Yo.
You're lucky
What happened?
panties to begin
All right.
with.
Can I roll to steal this fucking slaver's panties? Like,
Next
that be-
turn. Next turn.
That'd be
Go
the
ahead
action.
and roll another short sword, and we'll count this as the
Okay.
advantage roll for your other one.
okay.
Kind of backtracking here. Holy shit! Look at you
There you
go!
go.
You hit
Okay.
Look at
him!
you.
Holy!
Wow. And then do I have to roll advantage on the 1 dagger strike as well?
You'll need to roll 2 dagger strikes separately. So roll a single dagger strike, which will be the advantage, and we'll do that one first. Yo! Alright,
Wait, why 2?
because this one, you can do that on each of your turns, I believe. You can make this attack
Each time I swing. Wait, are you saying
as
like
an extra
you're...
attack instead of a bonus attack. So this, oh, you can make this extra attack only once per turn. I lied to you. So yeah. Okay, that's my bad.
Okay.
New rules.
I was like, I'm pretty sure if I'm mathing.
I'm mathing the mathing. All right, so returning to Liari, you manage to stab through this guy and then take your dagger as you whip it out from your belt and kind of just do this upper gut stab where it goes right up, like almost into where the diaphragm is, and you hear as he goes and you kind of lean forward as you kind of chuckle in his face as he starts to, like, you're watching the haze cloud his eyes as he starts to look at the door back here, as if he's gonna try and make a run
How does
for
it
it.
feel to earn your own scars, asshole? There you go. Anyway.
Let me see here. he attempts to well up like something to spit at you, and it just dribbles out bloody from his mouth. So with that in mind,
Okay. Do I have to? Okay.
Nah, I got you. I had to move it forward a little bit because we kind of did a backtrack and then a forward track. Pyrie, you're up.
Yeah. Fantastic. I have my target acquired.
What's
Target
your
acquired.
diabolical plan?
Primal savagery.
Ooh.
Whoa, Druid Angie.
Druid Angie indeed.
Primal savagery. What are you using as your weapon? Exactly.
It's not a weapon, it's me.
Oh, I know, but I mean, it for flavor purposes is like your teeth, your fingernails.
Oh. Fingernails.
All right.
Are.
So, as you look over at this guy, god damn it, I always move him. You kind of have this guttural growl that escapes your body. That sounds, it sounds like you, but to those around you, everybody sort of like does this little shift jump thing as your fingernails kind of stretch out about a half an inch from your hands and sharpen into very pointed blades. And you take both hands as you sort of swing and rake this guy right across like the chest and face, causing small serrations to appear, dripping blood as he kind of
my
staggers.
claws do acid damage.
So as you hit it, you watch as the blood not only starts to spill outward, but begins to bubble. And the large, once intimidating individual starts to screech and scream outwardsly. As his insides start to boil from the acid damage. So that would be your one action. But you could trade your movement for another if you choose.
How much health does he have left? I can't see any of the health bars on my screen.
No, you cannot. Technically, you're not supposed to be able to see them, but he looks incredibly bloodied up.
Badly injured. Got it. Question
Um,
on just the overlay thing. Is there a way to increase the text size for that stuff? Because it's mad tiny.
the text size. I would have to increase the size of the actual thingy. Oh, you mean on your screen? I don't know.
I mean on my screen, because it is microscopic. And I have this thing full screen. So
That'd be under configure settings. I'd imagine it'd be something like font
text?
or...
Yeah, I keep having to toggle back
yeah,
over because
okay.
I can see it better with the bar that he has on the
So if
screen.
you go to the gears, go to configure settings, click on core, and then type in font, it'll show you font size, and you can increase it from there. Which I'm gonna do too, actually.
Oh, thank fuck.
Oh wow, that's way bigger.
I
Oh.
can
Wow, we learned
see.
something today. You're welcome, stream.
Good job. Yeah, I'll leave it
Stream
at a
want to
7
read?
because it's
No, it's not doing the thing.
so
Wait,
fucking big.
that's not it. That increases the stuff on the right-hand side, but it doesn't increase the stuff on the actual game. So, when I hover over, the individuals,
Oh, that doesn't increase.
That
That's a separate...
that
Yeah, okay. Hang on.
doesn't increase. And that's the thing that I cannot read to save my damn life.
Let me think here. That is... What plugin is that? Hang on.
Because it's it's a quarter of the size of my, of everything else. All my other text.
I don't know which one that is.
Maybe under...
It doesn't seem to have an option that I can find.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean it's
Okay.
not there, just means I don't know where it is currently.
Yeah. I guess it's just hard to tell, like, other than, like, the colors, but, like, I think the orange and the red kind of, like, or if there's a different, if there is, it is changing there. I can't really tell between some of them because it's so small for me.
Let me... Nope, I don't know where it is. I'll have to find it, though.
I'll
at
keep
some
looking
point.
while y'all do your thing.
You're so
Okay.
cool.
So I don't have to do anything for a hot minute until the fucking dying
Right.
idiot tries to swing at me and I laugh at him again.
Fantastic.
That being
Jessica,
said, you did the
question.
one primal, so you do have the option to attack again if you want to exchange movement.
Yeah. It's just exchange for an action, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But
I
you still
forget
have
what
a
the guy in-
you
I
still have a
forget what the
bonus
guy in front of
action.
me. Yeah, I forget what the guy in front of me is holding though.
Weapon wise,
Yeah.
he's holding a long sword, so a longer, thinner looking sword.
So that's slashing damage.
Yeah.
Fantastical.
Whoa. What are you planning on?
Resistance.
Wow.
I know. It just says that I think I have to. Hold on. I think I have to pick myself.
You do. You'll have to target yourself.
How do I? Never mind. I got it. I figured it out.
So proud. So proud of you guys figuring stuff out. Look at you go.
Me and clicking today are not having a good time. You like to use. Yes.
All right. And what kind of resistance would you like?
Slashing?
Slashing?
Do I have to pick it?
No. You just tell me and we just recall it.
Okay, yeah, slashing damage.
All right. So slashing damage is you are now resistant, and all the total damage given to you with slashing damage is reduced by 1d4. You can only benefit once per turn, so only one attack that provides slashing damage per turn will be reduced. And then anytime that you take damage, you will have to, because it's a concentration spell, you'll have to roll to maintain concentration.
Cool.
Which we will cover when we get there.
Cool.
All right. I think that is your whole turn, is it?
Yes.
Look at you, it did your turn all proper.
You know, right?
So now that this gentleman has recovered slightly from the screaming acid situation, he is looking between himself and his comrades. This one is not paying attention whatsoever to the other two, but the other two are heavily damaged. And he starts to see that the situation is not going in his favor. So what he's going to do is he's going to expend an action to disengage from you, which means that he can spend an action and leave your area of influence without incurring a free attack from you. So he's going to make his moves, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so 10, 20, 30. So at this point, he's now behind Liari, and he has a bonus action that he's not able to do anything with, so he will end his turn here. He is currently eyeballing the door and trying to escape for his life. You can hear him kind of panting under his breath as well. It is now Elias's turn.
You trying to leave? Oh, hell no. Mm-mm. Absolutely the fuck not.
Elias is going to hold out his palm again, and a burst of noxious fumes blasts forward out of his hand. Why is he getting 2? He should only have 1. That's a high amount of damage. Well, I'm going to take the first one because he shouldn't be getting 2 d12s. Which occurs to me. So it'll be 10 damage. Provided. Nope, yep, it'll be full 10 damage. So as that noxious fume hits the slaver in front of you, Mads, you watch as he starts to cough violently. Small flecks of like tuberculosis-esque blood sort of flying out. As he sort of starts to like, he leans over, kind of leaning on the table for support. This guy is not that one. This one is not as smart as his friend, and he is going to just straight make an attempt to leave. So, Pyrie, will you please make an attack of opportunity on this poor son bitch right here? Pyrie!
Yep. Clicking. This one? Wait.
Yeah, this one tried to run away. So he left your area of attack, or opportunity attack, so you get a freebie.
Freebie. Oof.
You do get advantage on the attack, by the way, because fairy fire.
Oh, he still has it on?
Yep, it lasts for a minute. Each one of these rounds of combat we've been doing is 6 seconds in-game.
Oh, well. Okay.
So hover over that 8 and hit the double up arrow.
Over the 8? And the double up?
Yep. Yo! Good hit. So as you watch him, you watched as the big boss also scurried around, backing away safely. And out of the corner of your eye, you watch his subordinate try and slip out behind you. And you unhook the whip from your side and snap it in a backwards fashion, smashing directly where the ear is on the head. And you watch as it just snaps off and the guy crumbles to the ground. As he no longer exists.
Jesus Christ.
I snapped him. Thanos snapped his ass out of existence.
You just snapped him and he just dropped, yeah. So
my hard work, he's gone.
At this point, I need to see what this guy's feeling like.
Not much.
This guy right here just turned and watched as his friend's ear got snapped off, his friend dropped, and is bled out on the ground. He is now absolutely terrified of the entire situation that he has found himself in, and is going to attempt to leave as quickly as possible. He's disengaging from Mads, so no attack of opportunity. But he can't do it twice, so Liari, he has moved 10 feet into your space, and as he attempts to leave...
Let's go!
With advantage, right?
No advantage on this one? I don't think Frightened gives you advantage, does it?
Was he not in the fairy fire thing?
He does not have fairy fire on him. Only the one did.
Oh, he was the one that saved? Okay.
Yeah. The other two saved.
Well, I
so
bonked him anyway.
Fuck yeah, look at that bonk. Look at that good bonk right there. Okay, so you manage to, as he runs by, you just kind of hold one of your blades out and he runs right into it, just
A
basically
clothesline him?
cutting himself as he scurries. So we've got, he moved 15, 15. All right, he's
No!
running out of the shop as fast as he can, but his turn is over. Liari, you're up.
Where'd he go? I can't fucking see him. No! Would I still be able to see him if I moved, like, to the doorway?
Yeah, you'd have a full line of sight.
You've been kind of letting me switch my weapons willy-nilly. Can I yoink out my bow and fucking, like, slam him?
Yeah, I don't care too much. As long as you have the weapon, like, I don't care. I assume everybody's got their weapons attached with a string, and they just let them go and pull out their other one. You know what I mean? Like, interchanging weapons is fine. I don't count ammunition. Ooh.
Where are you
Good
going?
get. All right, so you step into
Where the fuck do you think you're going?
you step into the doorway, that little 5-foot step, and you shoot an arrow straight out at this guy and smack him right in the back, like Boromir style. Just, and he's just, oh! I would like to also point out that a bonus action can be a 5-foot step, allowing you to trade out your full movement.
Well, because I think I also have something. Hold on, let me check my bow.
All your stuff.
Because I have.
Vex.
There's something that I have.
Yeah.
4 bows, but I'm trying to. Do you see it? Did you find it?
Under features, there's a thing called Vex, which I think is what you're looking for. There's also steady aim. But that doesn't apply.
I have advantage on my next attack roll against that creature.
Yeah, so you can shoot with advantage, yo.
So I get to bonk him again.
Fuck this guy.
So I have to shoot again with my bow because he's ranged at this particular moment. So bow again with advantage.
All right. So as you notch your bow and fire out the door, he already has one arrow. As he's running forward, he's kind of limping, and you fire the next one, and you end up smacking him right through like that shoulder blade neck area, and he sort of drops down onto his knees before plopping face down. You managed to stop him.
Die?
You managed to stop him from the scabbing.
I was gonna throw a dagger at him too because I have psychic daggers. I was
like, fuck that guy, he's dying.
Yippee!
God damn, guys.
Mans is not fucking getting away. Hell no.
So that is, I think you did a bonus action. No, you did all your actions. Yeah, that's your turn. Right?
I would like to say to the room, because I'm blocking the doorway here anyway, that I would like to take this last man alive, and I want to have a chat with him.
Ooh. I will also mention, technically everybody gets a free action during their combat turns. Free actions is basically you can have a small conversation, so like a sentence or two at most. Like if you're calling out a warning or information to your teammates or your combat mates, if you will.
Yeah.
So you could definitely have said that using a free action.
Yeah. Liari definitely says, I want to keep this man alive. I have some things I want to discuss with him as I look to him. And then I think this might be too much because I think I technically have a bonus action, but I think it would be
bonus
too
action
much.
was to move.
You're right. Okay,
Yep.
Just kidding.
Yep. Good try though.
Yeah.
That being said, that statement scared him.
Bitch.
Oh, I hit the button. I shouldn't hit the button. Mads, how you feeling? What you thinking?
So I'm gonna assess the room and kind of see that the tides have turned very heavily in our favor. And I'm I want this guy to kind of be humiliated. I'm feeling kind of evil. So I kind of...
Excellent.
I'm going to do command again, but I'm going to do grovel.
Whoa!
Oh, please do it. I hope he fails. I hope he fails so hard.
That's so funny. That's so funny. How'd he do?
He failed.
Not prone.
So as would you like to describe how you tell him to do that?
So I'm going to stand up on this platform, or near it, in front of him. He can directly see me. And I'm going to say, I want you to beg for your life to be saved. And then I'm going to just laugh at him, just snicker evilly. And kind of clutch my my flower.
That... Okay, I would
Clutching
say
your
then...
pearls.
And just glaring down at this man.
Then with that, I'm going to say that he is stuck in a groveling position for that moment as he drops down to like hands and knees, like full I don't know what you just like cat cows to riches. Yeah. It's just full on face in the wood grain, groveling towards Mads. On that note, I am going to say your combat is ended, provided you capture him in the next turn. So Mads, you've done grovel. Did you want to like go over and tie him up or something?
Oh, I ended my turn by accident. But if I can still do that, then I would like to maybe go up and restrain him.
Okay. You holding him down, or are you like grabbing a rope out of your pack or something?
Grabbing a rope.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a 3-foot tiny ass. What do you mean restraint?
So Mads, you wander your way over to him, so you can go ahead and move that, and then you go ahead and tie him up using some rope in your pack, which will end our combat session.
Yippee!
Whoa!
Good job, team.
We've made it, Chad.
Wow.
Nobody
Against
died.
all odds. Because that was a whole heck of a lot of 1s and 2s.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. It was rough.
Fucking eating my own ass out here. It's fine.
Okay, on that note, guys, let's go ahead, since we're done with the combat portion of the session. We're gonna go on a quick break for like 5-10 minutes. Everybody should take this opportunity to get some water, grab a little snack, whatever you want to do, and we will be right back, Chad.
Snack.
You
enjoy your word of the day. Eat.
Yeeted. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from the break. I hope you all enjoyed getting snacks and drinks and all the other things that you might have needed during this break time.
Googling the definition of prostrating, as you should.
As one should, absolutely. With that all in mind, as the... Let me look here. With the thugs all dealt with, either having been ended or subdued, the atmosphere in the Sage's Garden slowly returns to its previous calm. Elias adjusts his tunic and kind of walks out from behind the desk and offers a grateful smile to each of you. I cannot thank you enough for your timely intervention, he says. The theme, the fate intertwined our paths for a reason. And he gestures towards the back room and says, please, join me. We can speak privately whenever you're ready.
Cool.
He's just gonna watch from the doorway.
I'm gonna take this guy with us because
Okay.
I don't trust leaving him somewhere. So
Sure. Mads, you tied up the guy. Are you feeling like, are you going to allow Liari to just move him for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna see that she's got things well handled, and I really don't care too much about this guy because I would rather have information about the goddess.
Fair.
And he is already he has no purpose for me.
So Liari, I'm just going to drag him next to wherever you want him to be, wherever you go.
sure.
So Elias smiles and gestures to all of you to join him in the back room here. And he kind of walks back and busies himself over near the kettle. I'm gonna yeet this guy up here. Says, please, take a seat at the table and I'll prepare some tea.
I'll probably take. Oh my god, I can't move me now because you're on top of
sorry.
me.
We'll just
I'll
throw
take this
him in the
seat.
corner.
Yeah. And I'll like. I don't know if I should attempt to like knock him out so he's not a part of talks, or just maybe shove something like over his ears or something, like put a sack on him. I don't know.
Your call. What do you want to?
We just smack him.
I don't know.
Smack a bitch.
Well, okay, knocking him out is the more annoying option because then I have to wait for him to wake up.
Goddamn.
I don't know if I have anything on me that makes sense to like shove over his head though. Maybe I'll ask the guy, "Hey, shopkeep, do you have something that I could use to blunt this man's hearing so we can talk in peace?"
The name is Elias, but yeah, we could probably figure something. You know what? He's gonna kind of walk out. Takes a minute, and you hear him as he walks out. You hear some rustling and rumbling happening from the other room. Before he comes back, he seems to be holding some sort of like what looks like little cotton tips, but they're kind of a darker color. And he just kind of walks up to the guy and shoves it kind of violently into his ears.
Yeah, just rupture his eardrums, like those Q-tips that you're not supposed to stick in your ears, but everyone does.
But everyone
it feels
does.
so good. Yep.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so he
Ear
shouldn't be
gap.
able to hear anything now. He's gonna just kind of like do that little cheek pat, like 2 taps of the cheek, is before he walks away from the guy.
Thank you, Elias. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. What was your name?
I am Liari.
Liari. It's a pleasure to meet you. And at this point, the stove is kind of whistling, and so he kind of gathers that up in some of the cups and brings them all over to the table where he serves each of you a nice glass of tea. So, thank you for your assistance. I truly appreciate it. Please. Were you going to say something?
Sorry, no, I coughed.
Oh, that's fair. You should probably get that checked out.
That's crazy.
I didn't mean to do it with the mic unmuted.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Allow me to explain. He begins. The men who just barged in are part of a larger problem plaguing our town. The slave trade. He takes a little sip of his tea. They belong to the Black Chain Syndicate, the group that's been operating with increased boldness. And Elias leans forward, looking at each of you. I've been working to covertly gather information and undermine the Syndicate, but my resources are very limited here. And now that I've been found out, my time on Lorehaven is very limited. And I cannot achieve what is needed by myself. But he's kind of look around. He's like, with your skills, we could make a significant impact.
Just for really quick, Because did you say before that this island, you said Lorehaven, was that a part of like under the Quillhaven thing?
Yeah.
So is it like slavery's technically above board here?
Yeah. So, let me get. Oh, I don't have the world map in here for whatever reason. Yeah. So the three major cities are like the three hubs that garner law throughout the archipelago.
Stoneguard, Quillhaven, and Silversong, right?
Correct. Quillhaven kind of sits in the middle where they follow the law that was written, which is slavery is okay. It's not like frowned at necessarily, but it's not like super really okay here either. People are just kind of like, oh, slaves is just a part of life, I guess. You know. Whereas
disgusting.
The other two are more vehemently one way or the other. So Lorehaven, for lore purposes, Lorehaven is one of the many islands throughout the archipelago, but it is also a transportation point. So people are captured by local syndicates or slaver groups per island, and they capture people, or people can't pay their debts and are enslaved illegally, etc., etc. And then these people are all generally sent to Stoneguard or its subsidiary islands, where they live out usually the rest of their life in slavery.
Okay. Fair enough. That's what I wanted to like double check as far as like knowledge that Liari would have.
Yeah, Liari's familiar.
Getting a sense of how bad the murder we just did was. Because like morally for her, totally fine, but like in the area, we might be fucked.
Yeah, in the area, I mean, it depends on how you spin it, I suppose. But
oh yeah, I was just gonna be like, oh, they were harassing this shopkeep, and we just happened to be here.
Yeah. So Elias he kind of leans over. So each of you have something you're looking for, maybe some information or something of that nature. Obviously, I am not part of the slave trade and am actively working against it, and I'd be happy to exchange some information that you're very interested in for a little bit of help, because I cannot do this myself.
Okay. Well, Liari will look at Elias and say, well, I think you can already have a few guesses as to why I am here. And I think the information you have and the job you are going to ask of me are one and the same. So
yes.
You and I should continue to have these talk in greater detail. And also, now that we have this man, we can maybe pull some information from him as well, as far as like how details of their operation.
Yes, this is actually a boon. I've hit a bit of a roadblock with my information gathering. I only know of a location, but I don't know the name of the local taskmaster, I guess you could call him. But I understand that you're doing this for whatever your reasons are, though we are on the same side. But to the other two, and he's gonna look over at you, Mads, first. For you, I can offer a little bit of knowledge about that lotus you carry, where it's from, maybe a little bit more about where you could go to get more information about this goddess.
I have gone through many, many trials to get the goddess's information. And I will do whatever it is that I'm needing to do to get that information. But I would like to be on the same page as to whatever these underlings we're going to be dealing with. If I'm going to be sticking my neck out for others.
Of course. Yeah. I would absolutely be happy to tell you all about it. And to you, it was Pyre, correct?
Correct!
Regarding your seeds, I believe they're called shade fruit, if I'm not mistaken. I've definitely studied plenty of rare botanicals and whatnot, but I think maybe I could do a little bit of contacting some of my colleagues who are a little bit more skilled in herbs and plants, and maybe they'll know a little bit more about those seeds. What exactly are you trying to find out about them?
Well, I'm trying to find the origins of them because they're not native to where I found them, but I really would like to find a place where they can grow properly, because I've tried in other places and they just do not flourish as well. And I would like to find where they originated from so I can start my own grove.
Ooh, that's slightly terrifying, but I will absolutely ask about where their origins could have been from, because I don't know that sort of thing offhand. But I'd be happy to tell you that if you both are interested in trading a little bit of information and maybe some money, because everybody needs gold, for your skills and talents and helping me break the flavoring here, I think we have a deal.
If it points me in the right direction for my fruit, then yes.
Wonderful.
That's what I like to hear, little lady.
Last time I checked, you were the little lady.
Actually, that's me, numbnuts.
Technically, you're both very small.
Actually, I was wrong.
That's a good question. How tall is?
Well, an elf. So you're technically an elf. I thought you were a halfling for whatever reason, and I told that to Sunny the other day. That's my bad. An elf is
Mordred's fault.
average size. So, however tall
How tall did you make her?
She's 5'8".
I'm 2 inches taller.
I will return. I can physically see how big you are.
I'm
so
taller.
I'm taller, and my antlers make me a little bit taller even still. So
those are just built-in handlebars. Thank you.
Hey yo.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Redacted. Listen, I have eyes. I can see. I just didn't. I don't know. You know. That's the spirit. Gorgeous.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and pretend I'm not there.
You know, you remind me of someone who raised me. She always used to call me sweet little pet names too.
I mean, if that's what you're into, I can be your mom.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you.
Jesus fucking Christ. I can't get anywhere. Help. Why? Dude, my Riz has gotta be higher. There's no way.
Remember, her intelligence is a fucking 5.
Wait, actually?
Well,
that's like...
I think it's an 8. I think it's an 8.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say...
I'm gonna look at your sheet.
No.
Hang on.
That's brain damage.
Oh, is it an 8? I think it's an 8.
It's an 8.
I think it's an 8.
It's an 8.
But it's only because of something else that slightly increased.
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
I was starting out as a 5.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so
yeah,
something's
making it smart. Something's making you a little smarter. I'm not sure where.
I don't remember. It's something to do with I think with her race or something.
Yeah, something's giving you some extra somewhere.
And it just happened to give me the bump to not be at a 5.
I am talking to a brick fucking wall here. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yep.
You're pretty sure you're older than me. How sure are you?
I don't know. You look fairly young.
Gotta go look at your guys' fucking ages. Hang on.
I'm pretty sure Sunny was the only one that actually wrote like a non-converted age, because mine's converted to human years for just like maturity reasons.
Oh yeah, no, I did not convert mine to human.
Because I think I put mine like early 33. So like in
33
Elfish,
in elf
that's
years.
like a couple hundred probably.
Mhm.
I don't know.
33 in elf. Yeah, it's probably close to like 200 or so.
I'm 224 in elf.
Fuck!
So you guys are similarly aged. Hey, Mads, how old are you?
I'm actually not sure.
She's 34.
I'm 34.
I'm looking at the sheet.
34 hobbitses
34 hobbitses.
at the same time?
No,
Whoa.
it's just one trench coat. They're all standing on each other's shoulder.
That just only reached 3 feet.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
we're a dying species.
Okay, and
No.
so like, how usually, I don't know, you look young. I'm like, I'm sure that's just my elvish genes, but you do look pretty good for however old you are. This is gonna be my last attempt to flirt, by the way, because it's gonna hit the brick wall and she's gonna lose interest.
I'm fine.
you're doing great. So, anyway,
Yep, moving on.
so I know, and he watches Elias pulls out a little folded up map, very hand drawn and sketched of the area of Lorehaven. And you can kind of see the city and like some really roughly sketched streets in certain areas around it. So I've learned that there is a key figure in the syndicate that's here. I don't know his name, but I know that he's the third in the area, so he's third in command. I don't know his name, but I know that he frequents a tavern called the Rusty Anchor. It's a really seedy establishment that's located up on the Dockside district. It's also, since you're all, I don't think you're from Lorehaven, but this is the place where guards usually don't go. So that's where they tend to pick up a lot of their captives. You either end up a slaver, a slave, or dead. Maybe this gentleman here could tell us the name of our target, who's gonna know where they're keeping the slaves.
That'll be a good thing to find out. Is that all the information you have? Is just a general whereabouts and knowledge?
I just know where he frequents. I don't know his name, although I'd imagine he probably stands out to some extent, being a third.
What is he saying without the lisp?
Yeah, sorry.
Would that be something that I understand?
The takeaway is the guy that he knows is essentially third in command in the Black Chain Syndicate in the local area. That's the person that he's hunting.
I didn't know if you were trying to say a race.
No race. Just that he spends a lot of time in the Rusty Anchor. He's like a regular there. That's the only information he can get that he's been able to garner from his looking abouts.
Okay. All right. Well, I look at the other two. I guess all three. I can regard all three and just say, does anybody else have anything they wish to talk about with this man's ears out of commission? Or is it okay to bring him in on the talks now?
I would like to know more information about the goddess that you have.
Well, like I said, perhaps we can work out a small deal. I'll tell you some of the information now, and I'll give you the rest after the job has been executed. Is that fair?
But what do I have to ensure that you will give me this information once the job is over?
That's fair. I suppose I can only offer you my word, and perhaps some compensation for your time while you wait.
Okay, I can accept that.
Whisper
So-
to Mads.
With that in mind, I can tell you
Wait, Sunny was whispering something to Mads, but I think the
Oh.
mic was too small or cut out.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
It might have cut me out because I didn't
Yeah.
want to talk too loud if I was over speaking.
What'd you say?
I was gonna say, can I whisper to Mads?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Cool. Psst, Mads, sweetie.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure this is what they call an exchange of goods and services. So we have to wait till later to get paid. That's what
Do I have
it?
increased hearing? 'Cause I
Oh
wanna
my
hear that
God.
So bad. I want to.
just gonna-
Can I like listen in?
I'll have you roll a perception for me. Yeah,
Oh,
you
fuck
hear
yeah,
it.
buddy.
You hear it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stare at her, just like flabbergasted.
Liari is just gonna like sit there, like, wow. You know
Irene
what? She's still pretty. It's okay.
Hey guys.
Irene just smiles kindly at Mads.
I'm trying really hard to find the good within me, not to tell her she's really stupid. I'm fighting the urge. I'm shaking, quivering.
So everybody else, including Elias, kind of looks over at you, Pyrie. As soon as you whisper, there's a little bit of blinking coming from Elias as he sort of registers the level of intelligence at the table. But Elias turns back to Mads. My God, I could say words. Says, okay. So the only information offhand that I know about the Whispering Lotus is that it's a rare and extraordinary flower that's only found on the island of Eternia. It wilts and dies immediately upon leaving the island. But this, and he's gonna kind of point at it because I assume it's tucked away into your vest or something.
Mhm.
But this one is in pristine condition, as if it's on the island itself. It's not natural. So I can perhaps ask some of my contacts in the same vein as your friend here, and he kind of like motions towards Pyrie, about the Lotus and see if they have any additional information about perhaps maybe what goddess it's related to.
Okay. I'll just nod and kind of agree.
Wonderful. With all that out of the way, would you like to maybe talk to our friend here?
Yeah, I kind of move back over a little bit and take the things out of his ears. Not gently by any stretch of the imagination. Hey, it's your turn. We need to know some information about your organization and what's been going on. Who do you work for?
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna tell you none of that information. The moment I say
Cool,
words,
I'm gonna kick him in the balls.
Oh,
Jesus.
go ahead and do an unarmed strike, please.
Oh,
As you swing and kick this guy who is tied up and kind of like leaned up against some boxes and sacks, You aim at one of them and hit that sack. You hear it. Oh. All right. Let me tell you something. What do you... he tries to like catch himself for a second as he kind of breathes a little heavy. What do you want to know?
I need to know who you work for. I need his name, what he looks like, where he frequents.
But fine, it's not worth dying over. I keep wanting to go to a list because I've been playing Alliance.
Yeah, dude, he has. I just got one of my testicles exploded lisp.
Jesus Christ.
All right. I'll tell you. It goes by Marv. Goes by Marv Gristle. He spends pretty much every night at the Rusty Anchor over in Dockside. He's a bald asshole. Sits in the back table. Likes to get into fights. I think the barkeep only puts up with him because he pays loads of money. Please don't kick me in the balls again.
We'll see if you keep answering my questions. All right. And then how many slaves has your organization been responsible for capturing and moving?
Like all time or like this week?
I'm gonna fucking smash like my foot down on top of his foot.
I won't count that as unarmed strike, but as you kind of smash your heel into his foot, it's like, a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's been a lot. Shiploads.
How many are currently in town?
At least a dozen. They're,
Where do you store them?
I don't know. I just collect them. I don't know where they're stored.
Where do you take them when you collect them?
They're taken by Marv and his little motley crew. I don't know where they end up. That's all kept real hush-hush. My job's just to make sure we get the slaves, or to stop anybody. And he's gonna look over at Elias, who gets a little too deep into, looks a little too hard at our operation.
Okay. I look at Elias and I say, is there anything else that you think we should ask that will help to the benefit of our mission?
Elias will look contemplative for a moment. No, as long as you got the name. I don't know what else you could ask that would necessarily... He doesn't seem to have a lot of information.
How many men does this guy typically run with?
He's just gonna look at you. As he's sitting on the ground there, he's just gonna look up at you, kind of like pissy. He usually runs with like 2 or 3 guys. They're all idiots. That's all I know. I don't know their names. I don't know anything about them.
Is there anything else you think I should know? And I look at him with like a very serious look that if he doesn't fucking rack his brain right now, it's gonna be over for him.
You know what? I have one other bit of information. I'm happy to tell you about it. You just gotta let me go, and I'll happily give it to you.
Do you think this information is worth your life?
I hope so.
Okay. I'm gonna move to this side. And I'm gonna untie his hands.
Mm-hmm. He's just gonna like
Almost
hold
did.
his wrists and like, do that wrist thing where you rub it.
Yeah.
Are you waiting for his information?
I am.
Okay. He's just gonna rub his wrist for a second. The only other bit I overheard is that there's a ship coming in 2 days to pick up the slaves. I don't know where it's docking. I don't know any other information. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to have heard that. But it was one of those times when Marv had too much to drink. Just spewing it out his ass.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him if he regrets it. So, do you regret what you've done? Taking all of these people and forcing them into a life of slavery?
Oh yeah, I definitely regret it. I'm gonna clean up my act as soon as I leave.
I wanna figure out whether or not he's lying.
Roll an insight check. By the way, you guys are welcome to interject things as well, in case you want to.
I'm sipping my tea. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just kind of watching it all unfold.
I just wanted to make sure I put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm the only one who's really interested in this guy in the slightest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm here for fruit.
with
He
that
doesn't seem to have information that I need.
with that insight, Liari, he is lying. You're pretty sure.
Yep, I was gonna do this anyway, but I'm gonna fucking take my dagger and fucking stab his ass.
You stab it
I was
anywhere
gonna
in
kill him
particular?
anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna slit his fucking throat.
Bet. No roll. Well, actually, you undid his hands, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
he
Roll
can
attack
potentially
with your
grapple
dagger
me.
with advantage. Nice.
Jeez.
So as he kind of like looks down and rubs his wrist a little more, you just kind of slide up next to him very slyly. Unsheath your dagger and lean forward and just quickly, whoosh, and in just that quick moment, you watch as he starts to do that gasping. He just sort of slumps as the blood kind of like leaves a large trail on the floor there. And then he just stops breathing.
All right, well, I clean off my weapons to the best of my ability, and I look at the room and I say, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't gonna let any of those people go. I'm sorry you had to witness that. But he had some information, so I think this will benefit us in the long run.
It's better that you took care of him. That sort of imperson should be left out to continue terrorizing innocent people.
You know, I wouldn't
Agreed.
even use bodies as fertilizer. You're better off just burning them.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, I've heard of
I
that.
sure did hear that.
Is that what they use for it there? Oh,
Used for what?
nothing. You know what? It's probably better I don't ask. It's fine. Do you enjoy that fruit?
Yeah, hold me, I'm scared.
So I can direct you all towards the rusty anchor. I would not ask you to stay the night there. It's not safe for anyone, especially for those who. He kind of looks between the three of you. For those who might draw unwanted attention. But what I can do for you is arrange you accommodations at the Whispering Willow. It's a more respectable place where you can rest a little more safely. and he's gonna fumble around a little bit with his belt, and he sets a fairly hefty looking sack of clinking metal on the table, and here's some coin. It could cover your expenses that you might run up over at the Rusty Anchor, or grease a few palms as necessary. And he kind of leans back in
walk
his
up
chair.
and grab that. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. That's for me.
Snatched.
Yoinkies.
Is anybody gonna try and grab it too?
Is it okay if I hang on to this?
I'll just kind of glare. I don't care.
So we're staying at a willow tree? I love willow trees.
Well, the whole thing is the willow tree that like grows over the whole tavern. It's it's pretty cute actually, but yeah. So and he sits back a little bit, takes the sip of his tea. So due to the situation, I have a little choice, but trust you three. And he sets the cup down, looks at each of you in turn. But I want to make sure you understand, if you don't get the information back to me about where this is going to take place, a lot of people will remain enslaved. The authorities here certainly won't do anything about it. But time is of the essence. If you have any more questions, I'm more than happy to answer those for you. Whenever you're ready, I can show you the directions to the Rusty Anchor.
I think.
Show us the way, old guy.
Well, I'm not that old. I'm just okay. It's fine. Whatever. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. He's gonna point to the map. He shows you the most direct route, kind of down some back alleys towards the Rusty Anchor. It's in a less populated area, kind of more docks with cargo load and unloading, kind of in the back area of Lorehaven. Definitely not the friendly, happy entrance to the town that you all took to arrive here. But yeah, if you have any other questions for him, that can all be answered. Otherwise, you guys can start making your way down to the Rusty Anchor, or you can do really anything you want. But
what time of day is it, would you say, right now?
You guys arrived here as the sun was beginning to set. I would say that at this point, it's probably been about an hour, so the sun has set and the moon is just kind of beginning to rise.
And the guy that I just murdered said that he thinks the shipment's coming in the next couple of days.
Correct. He said it should be in about 2 days.
Okay. So I think the way Liari would think about this is that time frame has her like nervous as far as like wanting to get a jump on it immediately. But even more like, I don't know, she's kind of torn between like going tonight versus like getting their lodgings, making sure everyone's set up and taking care of whatever they need to take care of tonight, and maybe making like a game plan. So I guess she'll say to the other two as we kind of like, I guess we're out in the street now, ? Because he was showing us where it was, or did he just verbally tell us?
He showed you on the map where to go.
Oh, I see.
But it's not necessarily, if you guys leave, then yeah, you leave. Like at this point, we kind of exit the battle map portion of the session and we go back to imagery. Imagery. So if you guys all leave and head off, then yeah, I can start setting you on the right path there.
Cool. I guess Liari would look at the other two and ask, how are you two feeling? Do you feel like we can adequately make a game plan and try to proceed tonight? Or as it is getting pretty late, do you think we should go and rest up for the evening and make a more elaborate plan moving forward to execute tomorrow?
I have a DM related question.
Yeah. What you got?
If there was an instance where we could like sleep, do we like regenerate our health?
Oh yeah. Let me explain that. So in D&D, there's short rests and long rests. Short rests will allow you to get. You can roll your hit dice. So for a cleric, I think it's like a D8, and you'll regain that many hit dice per level. So you'd roll 3d8, and that's how much HP you'd regenerate. Short rest takes an hour. It does not, however, regenerate any of your spell slots.
Gotcha. Okay.
Same goes for Pyrie and her magic as well. To regenerate spell slots, you require a long rest, which is 8 hours of rest, which is 6 sleeping and 2 relaxing. And it can be whatever, maybe you're whittling or maybe you're keeping watch. You're just not doing extraneous activity.
Gotcha.
The only exception to long rest and short rest rules tends to be elves.
Yeah, mine's
Eladrin,
like 4 hours.
Yeah, Eladrin and regular elves. They have to have a trance instead of sleeping. They meditate for 4 hours, and that technically counts as their sleep.
Yep.
So
true.
So with that in mind, they still have to take some time to quote unquote do a long rest. But it's just a shorter time frame. So for them, it'd be more along the lines of 6 hours, like 2 hours of relaxing, although I don't think that's necessary. But you would require 6 hours of sleep, to be specific.
Gotcha. Okay. With that in mind, I think we could probably make it. But I'll leave it up to Pyrino to make the final decision.
I'd make what?
I asked the party's preference on whether they would be like in a position to be able to make a plan and try and execute it tonight, or if we want to go to our lodgings and have a more secure plan ready for the morning. AKA, I'm asking if you want to sleep now or not, or rather just go and chill.
Yeah, you want to rest or you want to go? That's the questions here.
Go?
The way everybody's just like, go. Okay.
Go.
If that's the case, might I suggest we just scope out the place and see what we're dealing with, maybe schmooze up the bartender and see if the bartender knows anything, since they're pretty annoyed with the man and are open to bribery, and we now have this hefty coin as I jiggled the sack that was given to us. Jingle jangle, the thing that I grabbed.
Speaking of, since you have that gold, if you go under inventory, I believe you should be able to add gold.
Okay, how much?
Go ahead and add 20 gold.
Okay,
Whoa,
so I'm
we're
at 28.
rich.
Whoa. Yep. So, are you two okay with that, where we do a sort of scouting mission for tonight and maybe chat up some frequenters and see what we can scope out to make a better plan for tomorrow? Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay.
So,
how about you, pretty face? Over in the corner.
Your mic cut out, and I just heard in the corner. What?
said, how about you, pretty face?
Sure, let's go. Where are we going?
We're gonna go to a fun bar where I'm gonna need you to make some friends, okay?
Oh, we're so doomed.
These bars before. Never really understood the fruit juices.
I'm so excited for this
Chat,
shit.
hold me, I'm scared. Chat, hold me, I'm scared.
I'm so excited. Holy shit.
Okay, then.
Oh, boy.
Does everybody understand that we're just going to talk to people? It's so over. I feel like we're just
man.
gonna do a fight immediately. It's so doomed.
I love this so much. So,
Where are we going, Mr. DM? Where are we going?
we're getting
I
there,
am
guys.
swimming.
Yep, I just pulled us out of the one thing. Don't worry too much there.
Oh my god. She's. When I said she has no brain cells.
She dumb. So there's an image for you guys to take a look at in the chat.
There sure is. Diagon Alley.
If it was,
Whoa.
Spooky ooky. So,
Disgusting.
you guys start making your way through the back alleys, walkways. There's no main thoroughfare here. Everything is an alley. Everything is filled with broken boxes, destroyed pieces of furniture. Every window, every glass or paneled piece of wall that you walk by is pretty dingy, pretty dirty. There are vagrants just kind of nestled into the pots, crying out for coin as you pass. You see a number of, like the gang member kind of vibes where they stand in a side alley and just watch you as you walk by. You are now entering Lorehaven's Dockside District. Everything here is built poorly. With your guys's, the only one who's gonna see a lot of the people watching is gonna be Pyrie. Pyrie, you see a lot of people. They're just having fun, hanging out in little walkways.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Sometimes they even look at you when you walk by. Looks like they're friendly.
No.
Irene just smiles politely at people and stares intently at anything that she doesn't understand.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull her aside and just be like, honey, you don't really want to look these people in the eye too long. They're gonna get the wrong idea. If you want to look at something, you can look at my behind as we're walking. Stay focused.
At your behind?
Yes, ma'am.
But they're looking at me. Aren't you supposed to make eye contact with people?
I don't think you want to do that here. I don't think you want to do that here. Like I said,
Where did
right
you
now,
find this girl?
you were in the shop before I was. What do you mean I found her? What are you talking about?
What tree did you crawl out of? Have you ever been on the street before?
Well, I did grow up in a forest, and there were a lot of animals. Not people, but there were some succubi. That was a whole thing. But I haven't been there in a very long time, so I mostly just kind of travel alone.
Cool. I'm gonna grab her and I'm gonna put her hand in one of my side pockets and I'm gonna be like, just hold on to this while we walk, okay? And we're just gonna keep going.
Why does your pocket feel a little crusty?
I'll show you later if you want, but right now we're staying focused.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, you guys eventually make your way to the location that you were shown on the map. And as you walk up, you see the very nondescript building with a large anchor that is not pictured here, sitting outside the front door, and a sign that swings on the top, reading the "rrr," and the rest is all broken off.
Classic.
You
free
do-
Shabakadu.
You do hear a lot of noise and patron talking coming from the inside, like it's very loud and boisterous, but in that gruff. Think like the the ugly duckling from Tangled, but actually dangerous. Like that sort of vibe. So now you guys are outside the location. You are welcome to enter, but I didn't know how much scouting you wanted to do.
It really is rusty, huh?
Oh my god.
Can I like roll for insight?
What are you trying to do exactly?
I kind of just want to like peek around and see if I can pop up on one of those barrels and like see what's going on in there.
You need uppies.
I do need
I'll have you do. Let's go with. You're climbing up some barrels. So, acrobatics or athletics for the finding a stable place to climb up and look through a window.
Okay.
And then I'll have you roll perception to look in the window.
Okay.
I have a question, Mr. DM.
You got it. What you got?
Are there animals or like other things? Are there things around us like rats and shit?
Yeah, this whole area is gonna be filled with basically nothing but
no.
rats.
A squirrel moment, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, I'm a limber hobbit. Let's
Yo,
go.
look at you go.
Limber
Woo!
hobbit is.
All right, Mads. You approach the building and kind of spotting a nice little nook of a spot. You nimbly hop up a couple of barrels, kind of rolling around, not rolling around, but like shimmying in between some spots so you can get in and get your face near a window. Not in an obvious way, but in a like, kind of you're peeking at an angle. Looking inside, you see that the entire tavern seems to be filled almost to the brim with people. There are some empty seats, but overall it is quite busy inside. There's a single very large, very broad bartender manning the bar, who doesn't seem to be pouring any drinks, just watching all the patrons. But with that roll for perception, you do watch as he keeps an eye on the two very scantily clad, like bar wenches that are serving drinks and whatnot to the patrons. Very much, this is a very specific kind of place, and that's the vibe you get. You, from your current position, you are not able to see anybody who matches the description that the slaver gave.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
relay that information to my.
I'm so proud you're relaying information.
Yippee! I get to know. I'd also like to look around and scout the outside as far as like just taking in our surroundings, what the other buildings look like. They might be looking for any hiding places, like if there's anywhere people might be like, waiting in the shadows type beat.
Okay. I'll have you roll a perception then. At the same time, Pyrie, you said you were looking for rats?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
No.
You're going to easily
Let me
be able to
hold
find some rats. This place is just filled.
Awesome.
There's also going to be like some more nighttime birds of prey. Maybe not birds of prey, but like vulture-esque scavenger kind of birds.
Okay.
So if you're, what would you like to do, provided you find a rat?
Provided I find a rat, I would like to speak with animals.
Oh shit!
So I can talk to it, and
Squeaker squeaking.
yeah, we're gonna have a squeaker squeaking moment.
Now, is it a spell,
squeak
or is that something that you have innately?
I don't know which one I have it as. Hold on. I feel like every time I open this, it's different.
It is a first level spell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's a spell. Yeah.
It lasts you a whole 10 minutes, so you have a little while.
Yeah.
So go ahead and cast that spell whenever you'd like to do it. And while you're casting that, Liari, as you look around, you're looking around for, like, what, places people are just watching from the shadows, or what?
Yeah. I'm taking note of, like, our immediate surroundings, like, who can I notice that's around, and I'm looking for any, like, shady areas for people that might be hiding in the shadows type beat, yeah.
With the 21, everything around this place is shady as fuck. This place makes you uncomfortable to be in. Like, not that you can't handle yourself, but it's just not a good place to be. This is where you kind of get the vibe. This is where all the shittiest individuals from any of the boats that come and go, this is where they go to hang out and drink and make deals and do all those shady traditional things.
I'm gonna kind of whisper to Liari and be like, this reminds me of the place that I got stabbed.
Honey, me too.
Pyrie, you've managed to find a whole little, like, set of animals, little rats, just scurried off into a corner. They seem to be demolishing the leftover meat off of a bone. You're not sure what kind of bone it is. But yeah,
Cool.
they're having a good time. So as soon as you cast Speak with Animals, you start hearing them talking to each other, saying things like, "Oh, this is delicious. This is great. This will feed me for the next day. I'm so excited. Look at all this meat. Ah!" You know, shit like that.
Can I approach them and be like, and kneel down next to them, and with like a little piece of like really nice dried fruit?
I'm gonna
Ask, like, try and like coax one of them. Be
Okay.
like, if you can help me for a little while, you can have this really, really high grade piece of fruit.
Okay. I would like for you to also roll me a animal handling check. So that's going to be under your skills, and under the attributes page. It'll be called animal handling. And you'll just click on that skill.
I'm gonna make sure I'm maneuvering anywhere Pyrie goes to make it look like
No!
I'm at least protecting her when she's doing stupid shit.
That's fair. You have a +7 on this shit? Oh, well, that's fine. Enjoy. I was going to have you roll advantage, but I did it for you, so there you go.
Cool.
As you approach this group of rats, all of them except for, well, actually, no, not with an 18. Some of them kind of back away a little bit, abandoning the meat stick. And some of them kind of like get in front of it, ready to like bite you and fight you off. As you extend out the piece of shade fruit, dried shade fruit, they kind of look at you and they look at the fruit and they look at the bone of meat and they look back at you and they're like, "What do you want? What?" And then you make your offer. Most of them kind of are just like really interested in the fruit, but one of them actually steps forward and sniffs it a little bit. Okay. What do you want? I'll do.
I want to like pick him up and like take him to the other two and ask them to like explain what they're looking for exactly, and then I can translate in rat.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
After a second, you hold your hand out for the rat, and it looks at you real funny because it is not used to, first off, things talking to it. But secondly, any humanoids generally try to kill it, so it's a little tentative. But it eventually gives in and gets in your hand. You take it over to the other two. Well, I assume, Mads, you're probably still looking in the window, yeah?
Yeah, I'm still looking.
So Liari is next to you, and you kind of hold up the rat to Liari. Liari, you just hear a whole bunch of squeaking happening. That's all.
Yeah. Just let her cook.
So, my little friend here can help us. Can you please explain exactly what we're looking for? To the rat.
Okay, so... And then I'm gonna relay basically the information that we got from the slaver, like as far as physical description of the man we're looking for, which, if I recall, is like a... What did he call him? A bald asshole?
Bald asshole. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where's like
Yeah.
leathers, bald asshole, big, like broader, not gentleman, but broad guy.
Yeah. Usually walks around with a couple of guys. Pretty annoying to the barkeep, but I don't know if the rat would have noticed or cared about that. But he frequents the area type B, so that's essentially the crux of what I would like to be relayed to the rat.
And how do you relay that information?
Well,
Irie.
I
yeah,
just sort of like just keep repeating what
Okay.
she's saying and just say it while she's saying it to the rat so
Bald,
he understands.
bald. Ugly, bald, ugly, bald,
Yes.
Bad.
Bald, ugly.
bad man, ugly, bald. Okay. Down.
I place the rat on like one of the like on the ground down, are we talking? Or are we
Ground, place ground.
ground? Okay. Place him on the ground.
He just scurries off into the tavern there for a minute or two. Mads, we'll roll me another perception. Okay. With a 15, you see a singular rat start scurrying along the edges of this tavern, and you just think to yourself, wow, this is a shithole.
Man, this place
That's
sucks.
true. Not
Sorry,
know what's
she's really
really behind her.
This place reminds me of home.
After
how nostalgic.
probably about 5-ish minutes, the rat scurries back out. Actually, I do need to check something before that happens. Hang on. Okay,
Whether
yeah,
or
that's
not
fine.
someone fucking crushes
Exactly
the
what
rat.
I was checking.
Yeah.
The rat.
That poor bastard just ran in there. I was like, oh.
So the rat makes his way back out, scurries over to you, and like kind of like taps your shoe, Pyrie. It's like up.
Lift the scoop the little rat up.
Okay. Bald asshole. He in there. Corner, back corner, hiding, not hiding, loud, drunk.
Okay. And then I'm gonna turn to Mads and like tap Mads' shoulder. And like just holds up the rat and relays exactly what the rat just said.
Sweet.
Bald rat
I'm just
in
gonna-
corner.
Just gonna look
Drunk.
at Tyrie kind of disgusted that she's holding a rat in my face. And kind of wondering if that was the rat that I just saw.
Roll insight or investigation to decide whether that's the same rat.
Insight or investigation?
Yeah. Ooh, hot
Okay.
damn.
We're on the same page. You're understanding me now.
You kind of look between Pyrie and the rat, and you realize that Pyrie is friends with the rat. And the rat is definitely the same rat that ran through the tavern just a second ago.
And with that knowledge, I'm gonna turn around and kind of look to see if I can see the guy that they're talking about.
From your
Because they told me he's in there from
Mhm.
my window, peeking in. See if I can see him in the corner.
From your window, you are not able to see it, but there is an entire corner that you aren't able to like see from where you're standing. I'm actually going to put us on the spot for you guys to see.
Oh.
Whoa.
I know.
Important question. Can I keep the rat on my shoulder while it eats the fruit?
I mean, you can. The rat's its own thing, though, so it may or may not stay there indefinitely.
That's fine. I just want to walk around for a little while with a rat.
We have a pet.
Yeah.
Classic.
And wait, while I can still talk to the rat, can I ask if it has a name?
You can definitely.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
You can definitely ask it if it has a name.
What do I roll for that?
Nothing. You just ask the rat. That's all. You don't have to ask it.
Okay, well, I don't
Literal.
know. Okay.
Name. Basil.
Dazzle?
Basil.
Basil?
Oh,
Basil.
Basil Baker Street. Whoa!
Basil.
Sorry.
I love that you got that right out the bat. I was just like, what fucking do I name a rat? What do I name a rat? I don't know.
Basil.
Sherlock
Okay,
Holmes.
Basil.
So from here, you guys should be able to see into the tavern.
Yes.
We see the corner we're meant to see.
The corner that you
Like-
can't see.
Is he literally in the corner that we can't see? So
He's
it's like
literally in the corner you can't see, yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't
How do
lying.
you unzoom?
I should be able to mouse wheel.
I can only zoom in. Can I not
Uh-huh.
zoom back out?
Oh, you know what? There's actually a setting that's really aggravating. Let me find it again, because I had to find it for myself. Hang on.
Because it zoomed in really far and I went, whoa. Now I can't see what's happening.
Yeah, mine did the same thing, and now I can't zoom back out.
Okay. Go into configure settings. Scroll all the way to the bottom under zoom pan options. And then deselect zoom around cursor.
Deselect.
I think that was it.
Yep.
Deselect what?
Zoom
Zoom
around
around.
cursor. It's the top option in the zoom pan options.
Oh, okay.
And that should fix it.
Ah, yay. Okay.
Yeah, because
okay.
I had to find it too. Yeah.
I was like, that's too far. That's too far.
Mhm.
Enough slices.
So as you hear Basil eating the fruit, it's like this good meat. Mm. But you guys do have a visual inside, so you can kind of enter through the doors on the other side if you'd like.
Wait, where's the door? Oh, wait, these are windows.
Mhm.
Ha 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 ha. I understand now.
Wait, is the door this direction
No.
or the other direction?
The other direction.
Other direction. I did a ping on it.
Over here. You're too far. Hi.
So this is one door, and then what's the other door?
This is the door.
That is
Oh,
the
I
door.
thought you said
Those are
something about
windows.
like you said the other door, so I thought there was two doors.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm sorry. It's a double door. That's my bad.
Oh, so we can choose right or left door.
There you go.
It's important.
So make sure however you want to enter is however, like, anytime you're on one of these maps, always make sure you're in whatever order of people you want to be in normally.
Well, before we
Fantastic.
go in, I'm gonna pull these two. I'm gonna say, okay, remember, we're just here to, get some information, scope out the area. I'm going to need y'all to not be sus. I'm going to need you to blend in as best you can, honey. I know that's hard for you, but you can maybe make a friend. I'll watch your back if you get too friendly.
His name is Basil.
That's awesome. Maybe you should talk to the bartender. Maybe that's a good friend for you to make, but we're just here to scope out and see what the deal is for now. Okay? And I look at Mads and I'm like, I think you got this. I think you understand more what's going on here and what our situation is, but we're probably going to have to babysit this. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Hold up.
This is going to ruin it for us.
We gotta go.
She just walks in, petting the rat on her shoulder.
So I'm gonna move you guys up a touch. I'm gonna let you fix your weird glitch thing happening there.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening there. So, no movement. As you push open the creaking door of the rusty anchor, a wave of stale ale, brine, and something far more pungent assaults your senses. The dimly lit tavern is crowded with a motley assortment of patrons. Dock workers hunched over their mugs, hardened criminals eyeing newcomers with suspicion, and a few weary travelers seeking solace from the rough exterior of the dockside district. The interior is cluttered with mismatched, damaged furniture, each table bearing scars of countless disputes. The air is thick with the haze from smoke plants and the low hum of murmured conversation. Bar winches dart between tables, balancing mugs of ale, their laughter and subtle touches encouraging tips from the intoxicated crowd. And just as you're about to step deeper into the tavern, a sudden commotion catches your attention. A particularly drunk patron, straight down from where you guys are, excuse me, I had to clear my throat. A particularly drunk patron, his face flushed and movements uneasy, reaches out aggressively to grab one of the bar winches, and she lets out a pained yelp, swiftly slapping his hand away. The drunk, undeterred, pulls at her wrist with a mix of desperation and irritation, and the tension in the air thickens as the drunkard's table mates begin to murmur uneasily. And in that instant, your attention snaps to the bar counter. A towering figure, let me put his image in the chat for you. A towering figure, muscles rippling beneath a dark leather vest, effortlessly hops over the counter with barely a sound. His presence is imposing and yet disturbingly silent as he strides up behind the drunk. With lightning speed, before the patron or anyone else can react, the barkeep grabs the drunk by the back of the head and slams him directly into the cracked and splintering table. The impact sends shards of wood flying, and the crunch of the face beneath breaking the table echoes through the entire tavern. And the patron lets out the faintest of whimpers, his body going limp against the damaged surface. A heavy silence falls over the room as everyone holds their breath, eyes fixed on the fallen patron. And it isn't until the slightest tilt of the barkeeper's head towards the door gives them permission that movement resumes. The table mates hurriedly gather up their unconscious friend, lifting him from the table with grunts and muttered apologies. They push past you in a rush, exiting the rusty anchor as quickly as they can. And as the door swings shut behind them, the barkeep makes his way back around the counter. I think I took the barkeep with me. Makes his way back around the counter, returning to his central perch. His piercing eyes scan the room once more, landing briefly on you with an unreadable expression. It's only then that the tavern finally settles back into an uneasy calm. You are free to roam.
That was interesting.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Hyri's hand again and put it back in my pocket so that she stays with me, and we're gonna go ahead and walk up to the barkeep. There's 2 stools right here, good for us, I think.
Okay.
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 I'm gonna kind of go behind them, but kind of just slowly.
Okay. You looking for anything in particular there, Mads, or anybody else for that matter?
I'm kind of looking around to see if I know anybody or if anyone's imposing a threat.
So, for storytelling purposes, high table. I'll say you're not from Lower Haven specifically. So you might run into somebody you know here, but it's not like you've lived here, so you're not familiar with everyone. If you'd like to roll a history check, well, no, if you'd like to roll a perception, you can see if you recognize anyone. And then Liari and Pyri, what you guys doing?
Whoa! Nat 20!
Oh!
Wait, what am I rolling?
Woo. Pew pew pew. Oh wait, I have that.
Fucking sound
Oh my
horn.
god.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
Mads, looking off to the corner here, not only do you see your target with a fucking nat 20, your target is right here. The individual known as Marv Gristle sits at this table. Let me find it. Hang on. So you see Marv sitting at a broken and busted table, drinking what looks to be one of many mugs of ale, as he loudly and boisterously seems to be proclaiming bouts of combat he's won or sizes of things that he has. To the side, one of his cronies sitting at the table very much does a drunken stupor of a smile, and you recognize this as somebody that you ran with one time in a we'll call it a collections mission in your past life. They don't seem to have noticed you or don't recognize you.
Ooh, the tea.
All the tea.
Knowing that, I'm just going to keep that in mind. Kind of walk up next to the group and kind of be center with the bartender.
Sure. As you guys all make your way up to the bar, he kind of sees all of you, kind of slightly turns his body and addresses you with a nod.
I say, hey there, big boy, you make a habit of slamming your patrons' faces into the table?
If they deserve it, I'll slam them right into the table or right into the alley.
And what would one have to do to deserve such treatment? And I kind of give him one of those faces with the eyebrows, you know what I'm saying? You know.
He looks at you, his face doesn't change a single bit. Says, "You touch my workers, I throw you out. You do it again, I smash your face." He doesn't look like he's playing along at all with you.
Yeah, that's valid, and that's a good thing for Liard to know, because there's some pretty women walking around that could have been really bad. Okay. Bullet evaded. That's what we love to hear, chat.
Jesus Christ.
She's like, noted. That's fair enough. We respect women in this establishment, I assume. Can I get a drink for me and my friends here, please?
He pulls 3 mugs out from under the counter, makes a show to not makes a show, but wanders over this way, pops the tap and fills all 3 mugs before making his way back over, and very skillfully slides all 3 mugs down directly in front of each of them.
Thank you. And she'll take a swig from it.
I'll also take a big gulp.
Ooh, let me
I hold it up to the
take a
rat.
look here.
The thing's gonna be bigger than me in terms of size.
This is incredibly Lord of the Rings, where they're like, they have pints.
Yep. They have pints.
Damn pints.
I didn't know they made them that big.
Oh my god, it's canon.
Oh,
Christ.
so all of you take a swig. It's actually not bad. It's a brown ale, kind of like a brown chestnutty beer almost.
Hold it up to the rat. To
And then typically, how much does like alcohol cost? I feel like in game we would know that.
At a small establishment like this, it's not generally more than like an average of about 2 to 5 coppers a drink. At a nicer establishment, it'll be a little bit more. You might pay up to 6 to a silver. I should also mention, money in this game goes: copper coinage is your smallest coinage. Every 10 coppers is a silver. Every 10 silvers is a gold, and every 10 golds is a platinum. There is a currency that is canon called Electrum. We all hate Electrum. We don't use Electrum.
Yeah,
Nice. Perfect.
that is just true across the board.
It really is. I hate that it's always in everything. Anyway, so he just kind of looks at you. 3 copper
I'm gonna
each.
go ahead and. Oh, what did he say?
3 copper each.
Okay, I'm gonna toss him one of the gold coins and say you can go ahead and keep that.
He snatches it out of the air and pockets it so fast, you kind of question whether you actually paid him.
Awesome.
Yeah. He doesn't say anything, he just takes it.
Very nice. And I look at him again and I say, how long have you been running this place?
Years. He's gonna be the best barkeeper ever, guys.
He keeps a lot of
Actually,
things.
what does that mean? What was that roll? Was
Don't worry
not
about it.
spiking our drinks? What?
Ah, you didn't say anything.
I technically didn't drink anything. I said I held it up to my rat to drink.
Oh, that's true. You did. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, I will say Basil has taken his first. Well, maybe not first, but some sips of this beer. Just. Due to body size, he gets a little tipsy.
That's
It's
so
your
fun.
rat.
So cute. Rat moment. So cute.
But yeah, the guy just says years before continuing to stand there, and his eyes continue to look around the room, past you, behind you. He'll tilt to the side to look like on either side of his bar as well.
Oh my god, he's a lifeguard, head on swivel. Jesus.
I'm gonna take a big swig of my beer and be like, so you looking for something, or do you always stare at the wall like that?
He watches like the eyes move first to you before his body moves. I watch everything.
Well, you can definitely keep your eyes on me anytime. I'm trying so hard.
Eyes flick over to you for a second before returning to Mads. No words are spoken.
I'm just gonna watch him and drink my beer and not say anything. just sip it really loudly. Just
Interesting.
How far in that beer would you say you've gotten?
like a quarter.
Okay. I was just curious. Yeah.
hmm
What do you want?
I'm feeling like she's really small, so she probably doesn't take big gulps.
Probably not.
So
But then again, dwarves are small and they take big gulps.
that's true.
Dwarves are built different.
Built Ford tough.
Oh
No.
my God.
You ever
Where's the
get slapped
flippin'-
across the face by a with spaghetti noodle? Because your girlfriend has a twin sister and you got so confused you fucked your dad. I just slapped a Trump for F-150. So I look at the barkeep and I... Oh, fuck, I had a question. Hold on.
You're
Copy
good.
pasta brain. Copy pasta brain. I
While,
can't do both, chat.
while you're copy pasting, the barkeep does stare down Mads. What do you want?
No.
I don't really want anything. We're just here to enjoy our beer.
No one comes here to enjoy the beer.
Basil seems to really like it.
Basil's
hear that?
drunk at this point.
Basil loves it.
He's just
Basil
swaying.
seems to really enjoy it. So I would say that at least the rats come here to enjoy the beer.
He's gonna look again at you. And he sees the rat. He just doesn't do anything about it. He's just kind of like does that blink thing where you're making sure you see what you see. It takes a look at your antlers and kind of like gives you a look before turning back towards Matt. While he's keeping like some level of eye contact or like a stare down, he's still keeping an eye on everything else. And you can see the patrons around aren't really paying attention at all to you guys. They're in their own world, but the two barmaids that work the area are running back and forth, coming behind the counter, refilling, more booze and whatnot.
Oh, I remember my thing. I look to the barkeep again and I just say, are there any particular rules we should be aware of about your establishment other than respecting the bar maidens, like perhaps anything that might get us thrown out or anything to do with how patrons might interact with each other on the premises?
He's gonna finally tear his gaze, I guess you'd say, like that stare down away from Mads to look over at you. Pay your tab. Don't touch the workers. Disputes are solved between patrons. You pay for broken furniture.
Fair enough. So, it's very standard establishment you have here. I like it, and I keep giving him eyes.
He's just gonna take a step to the left.
Dude, he wants none of this. He wants no smoke, bro. That's crazy. Thank
I had
God. He's kinda
such
gay
a
anyway.
specific idea in mind with this guy. Oh, that's the wrong
To
guy.
be anti-me or what? What does that mean?
No, not inherently anti you. Just he's a very specific kind of person.
Daddy no likey. Oh no.
At this point, you guys hear a cheer come up from the table behind you as somebody has just rolled some dice and seems to be grabbing all the coinage from the center of the table very hurriedly, like, yeah, he won, and, pulling all the coinage. All that being said, there's lots of murmured conversations and whatnot happening around you. You can also hear some conversation coming from the table with Marv. but nothing that stands out necessarily. Is there anything in particular you guys would like to do?
Can we discern maybe how many rounds of drinks in they are just by looking at the mess over there, or has it been cleaned up pretty well along the way?
I'll say you at a glance could see they're at least a round or two in. Mads, with your perception a minute ago, they are like 5 rounds in specifically. You can count the cups on the floor.
If I were to speak to anybody, would the bartender overhear me?
Maybe. Oh, you mean like companions?
Yeah.
Probably. You guys are literally next to him.
Right.
Did you want to try and move us off somewhere, or?
There does seem to be an empty table
Well, I guess
in the southern
at this
side.
point, are they aware that the person we're looking for is right there? Like, we all are aware of that.
We're aware because the rat said he's in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
the rat
okay.
told you guys generally where he is, so I'd say you'd at least have an idea that he's one of these guys in the corner. Now he's also the only bald fucker, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay.
Is only bald.
ugly
fucker.
bald man. Yep.
Then nope, I don't really have any agenda.
Okay. Then maybe I grab the 3 of us and specifically Miss
Irie
with her hands still in my pocket. And I just say, why don't we take our drinks over this table and relax a while? Do we still have...
Pyru,
we have movement?
roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no, why?
No reason.
I'm assuming because I'm carrying a beer and a rat.
So you'll just click
How
dexterity. So open up under attributes, you'll see dexterity. Click on dexterity and then click saving throw.
Wait, click it. Oh.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Basil was just getting a little teetery, and the moment you started walking, he started to slide off of your shoulder, and you just caught him and put him back. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, baby.
So as you
Right.
guys gather around the table, you sit, keeping your eye just across the tavern at who you assume to be your mark, under the name of Marv Gristle. Is there anything you'd like to do? Is there anything you'd like to do in this moment?
Can I just like put Basil like in like my like shirt?
Sure.
My shirt.
Boobily.
Yeah, so he doesn't like
It should have been
fall
me.
off my shoulder, like just like in front of like just like him hanging out,
Like you got a little pocket up there, and he's just hanging out.
like
That front
just he's
shirt
just
pocket.
chill,
Secure him.
like
I know you're being
just
outrisked by the rat.
I'm fucking. My character is gonna climb up onto the roof and jump.
Bro, it's rough.
just because like she's got stuff on, and just slide him right in like front top pouch on her like shirt. She's not a
Okay.
particularly well endowed either, so it's fine.
Okay. So you kind of stuff Basil into one of those front shirt pockets. And he's just sort of hanging out with like the 2 paws on the edge, just like kind of
Yeah, he's just-
swaying.
Chilling.
Yeah. You can no longer understand him, but he does squeak occasionally. He's just like,
Yep. And I will just occasionally hand him treats.
okay. On that note, as you guys settle in at the Rusty Anchor with your eyes on your potential target, that is where we will call today's session.
Okay.
Awesome.
I
Yo.
will make a note for next time then, so I don't remember, but it is, or that I do remember, but it is a note for me.
Yeah, I have my own set of notes over here, just like, yes, I am prepared.
Hee
That was fun.
Basil.
Yeah. So
Yay,
you guys
we
got
did it.
through session 104. How do you feel?
Yippee.
Fun.
I have a rat.
Yeah, Babel.
There's always a pet every time.
I expected more panty snatching, but
I know, there really hasn't been like a down moment where I haven't been super fucking aggravated.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And
But
I'm
you
just-
have more places to go and things to do and panties to snatch. You'll be fine.
Actually,
I'm
at the beginning and end of each session, I would like to roll to snatch Mr. DM's panties, so I need to go again. What was the roll that I did earlier today? Was it just straight charisma?
I think you just do a straight D20. You gotta roll a
Oh,
nat
that's
20
right.
on it. But I like this one. This is a good plan. I would have
Fuck,
lost
damn.
my shit if that was a 20 though.
Imagine.
It's okay, we got 6 more chances, chat. It's okay.
At least.
Woohoo.
That being said, good job everybody.
Yay, thank you, Mr. DM.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be back next Monday at the same time. It'll be in the post and all that stuff. And then this will be available on YouTube probably like tomorrow. In case you want to rewatch. Last announcements is if you are interested in being in one of these sessions, you can definitely sign up for it by scanning the QR code directly under me and become one of my players in one of these professional campaigns. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you Anna, Shy, and Sunny for being such fun and good sports. And I can't wait until we get into this next week because I'm really interested in how much more attempts are going to be made on the bartender.
To be fair, I don't think it's with any serious intention.
Oh, I know. But
Because
it's
I'm pretty sure
entertaining.
she's mostly gay, but she's also aware. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Good stuff, good stuff.
at least 2 more passes. At
At
least.
least.
Minimum.
And on that note, everybody, have a great Monday night, and we will see you next Monday.
Bye,
Stay
chat.
bold.
Bye, chat.
Bye.